Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be in the world. Welcome to tradertv.live. We're seeing North American stock futures back to the downside. This morning, a little bit of negativity coming back in after a big sell-off in Asian markets overnight. We saw Chinese markets down 4+% across the board. Even with GDP data out in China overnight that came in a little bit better than expected. It was the retail sales number that really pushed things to the downside for China. It was 4+% decline in retail sales on a month-over-month basis in the Chinese marketplace. As expected, with all things COVID-19 pandemic related, we're seeing some of the banks moving around once again early on this morning. Morgan Stanley out with a blowout number, benefiting from higher trading revenues. We saw similar to Goldman Sachs yesterday, so we'll have a look at Morgan Stanley coming up. Johnson & Johnson also reporting earnings opening relatively flat. We also had a big move in Twitter aftermarket yesterday to the downside following news of a major hack. Some of the highest profile users of Twitter getting hacked yesterday, including Kim Kardashian, Joe Biden. Even Barack Obama's account was hacked in a Bitcoin scam. Amazon celebrating 25 years as a company today. If you invested $10,000 25 years ago in Amazon, it would be worth a cool $20 million as of today. On the data front, the latest U.S. weekly jobless claims numbers showed 1.3 million filed for claims last week. That was versus 1.25 million expected in the U.S. We also got June retail sales numbers. Those came out higher than expected. It was 7.5% versus 5% reading expected. It's Thursday, July 16th, 2020. TraderTV.live starts now. And there we go. Yeah, look at Asian markets from the overnight session. You can see big declines for both Hong Kong and Shanghai. Those are the futures, so you can see we're off the lows, but both markets were down 4+%. We had the Nifty in India, the only one in positive territory there, 1% plus to the upside. Let's go over to Europe and see how things are looking so far. Yeah, pretty red here right across the board. Outside of Turkey, we'll shift over to North America as well and see how things are looking. Still in negative territory, slightly off the lows, it looks like now. The NASDAQ, once again, 3 days in a row now, we're seeing the NASDAQ leading to the downside. TSX futures here in Toronto, 0.6% decline expected. Brazil's open, trading lower. You can see Bitcoin, 1.5% to the downside. Crude oil and gold also trading in negative territory so far this morning. Guys, yeah, 25 years of Amazon as of today. That would have been a great investment, clearly, if we had known back then, guys.
Yeah, 100%. You just mentioned, I had a little bit of a chuckle there because you just mentioned Bitcoin. Yeah, you know, Twitter obviously under a little bit of pressure with that scandal. I saw one comment from a certain website saying, what's next? Going to be some extortion because people will have their DMs hacked and maybe leaked. Obviously, they're going to be under pressure today. We'll talk a little bit about that. But there's a lot of movers. We're going to look at Gene, which is halted right now off of that share offering news, and Boxell, another move to the upside. So a couple of big small caps there. And, you know, Sean just mentioned one that wasn't on my radar. It's a good thing we have some teamwork here. We're going to be looking at Dell as well, big time mover, up I think 10% right now.
Yeah, actually, like Dell there, looking to spin off, possible spinning off of VMware. VMware obviously is stock, but they have a stake in VMware, so they might spin that off and then get cash back into the hands of Michael Dell in that company, and Dell is ripping up here. These are, I mean, we'll get over that in a minute. Quickly imbalanced locator, NIO making a nice little move down here today. Multiple percentage points down here, 8.4% down on NIO, looking to crack through. Oh, this is because of our educational segment that went on yesterday. Bigger chart there. But yeah, NIO, 1.25 million to sell. Lots of names here. I know we're going to get to them. Cruise lines as well, Brendan, and airlines, all on watch. And as you can see, all with big sells.
Yeah, lots to get through this morning. Let's have a look at what is coming up later in the show. We'll give you another great educational video coming up around 11:50, 11:55. Valeria will have the link for you. We're going to talk a little bit about how to use the futures, index futures specifically, as a directional bias or directional indicator for the overall market. So stay tuned for that. Speaking of Valeria, let's get over to the desk and say good morning to her.
Good morning and hello everyone. Welcome to the live trading show. Guys, sign up to our daily free watch list at the link I'm sending on the chat. And subscribe to this channel to receive notifications when we are back on air. And of course, give us all of your likes. Let's get it started and back to Brandon.
Let's get it started. Yeah, we have lots of names to talk about here this morning. Why don't we jump into this Dell, guys, just popping up here. 12%, the company saying, once again, this is probably the second or third time that these rumors have been floating around, looking to spin off the share or stake of VMware that they own. We were talking about this, I feel like, only a couple of weeks back when we had a big pop up in both sides on this these rumors as well. So why don't we have a look at Dell to start here?
Yeah, we should. Yeah, Dell, I mean, a monster move upside whenever you're able to spin off something, and that's what, you know, we talk about book value and sort of the assets that are there. Yeah, VMware is a monster, especially with this COVID situation. Data is king, and it's going to continue to be that way. But, I mean, look at Dell, 59.50 here at the top. We may just take out 59 right off the open. It's a New York listed stock, so we can check our imbalance locator there. I don't know if, did I even see Dell on here? Let me see if I can sort it alphabetically and see if we can find Dell. D is after C, right? Okay, so here we go. D-E-L-L. Oh, not small. It's only 24,000 shares. But I like 59 to go. I'm not going to short this thing. I think it's a great idea. I mean, look, we're up 10% into a market that's falling today with not very great news. So I like Dell to the long side, and I'm going to take it long through 59 if I can get it. It might go through there in the next 20 minutes, though.
Yeah, Brendan mentioned, of course, that we were talking about this a little bit earlier. Just sort of going back on the daily chart, you can see a big move through 50, all the way up to, I think, about 59.75 here, just shy of that 60 mark. That could be a nice little resistance point. You just want to look at a potential pullback. Sometimes you get that sell the news story. When I was looking at the 3-minute chart, you can certainly look at some of the highs, but they're very deep down at about 54. So you're kind of pegging that 50% retrace from this 52.5 to 60. You're looking at that point at about 56.25, potentially being some consolidation. So that's more of a stab in the dark. The breakout through 60 at some point is interesting for me. I don't necessarily love 59.75 because it's right in front of 60. That should go without saying. All
right, guys, let's go over to Twitter. Worth having a look. Not doing a heck of a lot in the pre-market. The big move came after market yesterday to the downside when the news came out that more than a dozen of the highest profile users of the platform had their accounts hacked, including Joe Biden, Barack Obama, Kim Kardashian, to name a few. Elon Musk in that group as well. We'll have a look at Tesla here coming up. But yeah, Twitter 4% to the downside. You can see the big flush yesterday after market. If you look at the daily time frame, though, guys, I mean, this isn't really a huge move, I guess.
I mean, we're up. I mean, they had that subscription model, the rumor going around last week, which caused it to just rip upside. But then, yeah, look, I mean, even if we think about how bad that was, look, they got hacked. There's obviously some security breaches there. I don't know enough about getting into people's accounts or anything, or do I? But you can see right here, guys, 34.50 was the top a couple days ago, and it looks like we're going to be bouncing around there now. So, I mean, this is a major disruption, obviously, to Twitter. But, I mean, we were up more than this yesterday. So we were up 5 or 6, 7% yesterday. So we've given it back, just like I'm saying. All we're doing, today's Thursday, we're back to Tuesday's levels. It doesn't really seem like a big panic to me at all. I don't really like trading Twitter, too many T's. So I don't know. I don't think I'll really be on this one today, but I actually don't mind a long through 34.50. But with this kind of news, you got to be looking sell side. And we touched 33.40 on Tuesday, so that could be something.
Yeah, I mean, only affecting those check marks. And, you know, for those of you that have hit that interesting join, we just saw you, Frederick, there. Thank you very much for joining. It's really easy to do. You're not going to get your account hacked if you join us and follow along and become a member. You do stand out in the chat a little bit, get some fun emojis as well. And a shout out to Dr. William and No Mind Heartful for both of your super chats. I'm looking at sort of like 32.25, so I'm not sure this is entirely baked, and there's a lot of questions to be asked here, but I think the real story is, like Brendan said, it's just not that big of a move. So if you're looking for some extension in the next few days or weeks, I'm watching to see if we cross below that 32.50 to 32.25 mark. I'm not going to be looking at too many upside levels here. I kind of feel like it's going to be either there is a sell that I can take part of, or we're just going to back away from Twitter altogether.
Okay, we mentioned Elon Musk. Let's have a look at Tesla, guys, moving around. First big gap down day for Tesla in the recent, couple of weeks at least. They said data came out showing that vehicle registrations of Teslas in California nearly halved in Q2. Obviously, not a lot of people buying new cars or registering new vehicles in the second quarter because everyone was stuck at home. However, as we mentioned, big, first big gap down day here for Tesla.
Yeah, I mean, is it big? It's 4%. It could be a lot bigger. It did go down 1460 or so. We are rattling back a little bit right now, but we're not very far away from any of the levels that we've seen in the past. I see some talk here on the chat, and guys, I mean, I wouldn't panic here. I did sell some shares the other day at 1568 or something like that when it broke some sort of key levels. That was a couple days ago. Yeah, okay, 1490 back down to the downside. That's a nice little pop spot here. That's where as high as we got. I think we need to clear this area. So what is this? 15, 15, 10. We get above here, then it's going to go long for me. But on the downside, guys, it doesn't look like there's going to be much support through 1460 or so. You break that bottom, then I would say sort of look out below. We did touch down, and this was off of a $130 or $40 move here off the morning the other day. So that could happen again today. And if it does, it did get as low here as 1430, maybe more like 1450. So I still think we could see that today, 1450, 1460. And then that might be a spot where you look to go long if it does dip there.
Yeah, I mean, each time it's broken that 50, there's been legitimate shots to the downside, sort of bouncing in front of 1420. Never quite gets there, but you are seeing some bounces off of that price. I would look to see if that's the first level that you could pick it back up, almost wanting it to break 1450 on a move down, and then seeing if you can catch it. If that level goes, I think you have a shot to be part of a short through 1420. To the upside, I'm looking at first resistance at 1558, 1560 or so. I mean, 58 particular, we like the even numbers a little bit better, but 58 was a price that I was targeting to that upside. That could be a nice little break if we can get there. Any fail shy of that, sort of hanging out in the 40 to 60s in the morning and unable to break that in that first half an hour or so, I think that could be an interesting point to catch another short that way.
All right, guys. Yeah, just seeing, Frederick, thank you so much for joining as a member, guys. We very much appreciate the support. We love doing the show for you, so any support we get is much appreciated. Let's get through to the banks here, guys. A couple of earnings again today as far as the banking group is concerned. Bank of America, the first one here, to the downside. They reported profits more than 50% to the downside quarter over quarter. They also set aside $4 billion for potential loan losses, a term we've been hearing over the past couple of days when it comes to bank earnings. So BAC, not one we trade a heck of a lot on the show here, but decent move for BAC to the downside here, guys.
Yeah, BAC, I mean, the banks continue to be the name. Yesterday, miscalled Goldman Sachs. Didn't trade it, but we definitely were looking long on that one, and I think we can be able to look short today on BAC. I just wanted to, one thing Neil mentioned it a couple days ago, or maybe it was even yesterday, about our coffee machine. So I did take a picture and tweeted it out. It's getting a lot of love right here. Follow us on Twitter, at TraderTV Sean here. 4,600 followers, and here's the coffee cup. Already 17, 18 likes and a couple comments here. Hurry up, we need to make money, says Deb, and I'm coming, or I should say we're coming. We're all here, and so yeah, that should be a fun one yesterday. My arms are sore. We were on a canoe ride yesterday, and it was fun times, but yeah, anyways, follow us all on Twitter if you want to get breaking news. I'll try to tweet some of that out as well, also on Instagram. But look, BAC, guys, today, we always talk about we don't really like to trade this one, but you know what? It is a bank, and it is moving, and that's my Tesla chart, so we need to move over to BAC. 2380. I just wrote down the bottom of 2365, but we did dip down here yesterday, again, off Goldman and JP Morgan and all WFC, all these stocks falling. So we do have a bottom of 2350. I do like that. If you look at the daily chart, though, which probably Neil may have a look at that as well, you can see here, guys, it's kind of still in this chop zone. I was hoping for a beat and we would get above this 25, but that's not happening right now. So it's still chop city. Even if you break 23.75, 23.60, I mean, how far down do we go? I don't think we take out 22.50. None of these banks have really moved an incredible amount at all off earnings. So we'll see.
You got to temper your expectations with BAC. You're happy with 25, 50-cent moves when you can catch them. Hopefully you get something off of that 23.75 short. I'm actually looking at this 24 quarter, 24.15 area to the top end. You know, it's not, I don't expect anything like Moderna was, but that play where you get a little fade to the upside, maybe a little some buying comes in at 9:30 for whatever reason, and then you see it fail in and around that price from a couple of days ago. We had a top all day long at that 24.15 and the pre-market top as well. So if it fails to get through there and yesterday's bottom, I think maybe we can have a rollover short at that point. I'm really hoping that can happen in the first 5 minutes. Outside of that, I feel like there might be some better plays. If BAC is breaking 23.75, there's a good shot there's going to be a few other shorts we might like better.
All right, guys, next one here, Morgan Stanley, almost the mirror opposite of BAC, actually breaking higher as we speak. Morgan Stanley with a blowout report, easily topping all estimates. 3.2 billion revenue, $1.96 per share for the quarter. That's compared to $1.12 per share expected. The revenue was coming from the equity trading side, as we mentioned, similar to Goldman Sachs yesterday. So MS already moving here.
Yeah, the first thing you got to look at is the daily chart here, and it's just a little bit more exciting from a breakout potential. Potentially when it comes to reference to BAC there, it's gone through this 52.80 was this little top that we're going to be watching today. Pre-market high is going to be deceiving at that. It's going to say 72, but this is the level that we're watching. Sold off right after the morning, right in the morning here at a 9:20, off of that high at 52.75. So you want to see if we can take that one out today. It also could be some interesting resistance if it does fail to get there. You saw how big the sell-off was going into earnings. Obviously, being last to report, everyone knew they were likely to have strong numbers. I think a lot of that was baked in when you already saw what happened from JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs. So, you know, watch out for that 52.80. Could have some trouble getting through it. That could be a nice place. Maybe grab a little bit of a short, which I would probably like a little bit better than BAC because there's more volatility in Morgan Stanley, more potential for a good trade there.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I have box sell up here, but for me, the daily, okay, MS, I don't know what's going on here. MS, the daily says everything, Neil. You just hit it out of this chart there, out of the park on that chart. So Morgan Stanley has broken out. I feel stupid. This is a 1 minute, but keeping my money into JP Morgan right now when I wish I would have saw this. This is consolidation, and then here's the break at 50. It broke a couple days ago. 52 is here. Next stop, I think, is probably up here, 56, 57. So I am definitely taking this long at 52.75 or so. Not because of this wick. Like Neil said, I don't think that means anything. It's more that yesterday's high in the pre-market was around here, 52.70. So I think that's where we like it. But again, I mean, if they sell off because the big boy starts going down, then in BAC, then we'll see. But I think Morgan Stanley should be able to hold its own. That daily chart says it all. It's been strong. These other banks, not so much. JP Morgan well off its high. It touched 115 not too long ago. And opposite. Right now we're moving downside. So now we're at 98. So JP Morgan opposite, and so is Goldman of Morgan. So good for them.
All right, guys, I want to make sure we get to some of the travel names moving lower as a group this morning. We saw them kind of leading the charge higher yesterday, all gapping down on continued higher COVID-19 cases throughout the U.S. Johnson & Johnson reported, obviously, that was the next one we were going to get to, 35% decline year over year in quarterly profits. But let's talk about Norwegian here. Norwegian Cruise Lines coming out saying they plan to raise $925 additional million in debt on top of 250 they raised earlier, 250 of the 950 coming from another offering. CCL, RCL, I mean, we can look at any of the airlines as well as a group. We saw them all higher yesterday. We're back to the downside today.
Yeah, traded the wrong one yesterday. Look, CCL is fantastic. I know we're all over it. At times, there's better plays, at least percentage-wise, and moves. Maybe in Norwegian, that was certainly the case. The breakout in Norwegian gave you, basically a $16.50 all the way up to just shy of $19 here. So big-time movement. It is retracing off the news Brendan just mentioned. It's worth noting. Watch this 16.20 to about 16.50 chop zone. It would be nice if we could get some support through that price area. You're already seeing an additional sort of pivot through 16. 17.75. So the theme of the quarters being key points seems like it's going to be holding. I would love to see us get any kind of a base out off the open at a 16.20, 16.25 for a play to the long side. 16 goes, I think we're going to be involved in a short there. The other thing we might want to be concerned about is if we make a run up to 17 and fail. I like that rollover potential, but that's likely to be a very, very quick trade off of the open, not necessarily digging in too deep with that one.
Yeah, I'm going to give a shout out to Daryl, who was our guest trader of the day yesterday. Thank you for coming on, and you talked about CCL and how much you like that trade. And I'm with you on the 16.10 level. We did have some bunched up action around 16 not too long ago. This is a couple days ago. I think we can get back down to here. Well, this is yesterday, but you know, epic run up in the aftermarket yesterday. Not in the aftermarket, sorry. Oh, a little bit in the aftermarket. We closed that. This is what I saw: 17.50 up to 17.90 before fading right back down. So we're going to go up and down here, and then we come back over to today, which bang comes right back down. So you're going to have to look at this 16.10 area again. I'm going to be a short through 16.10 on CCL with 10 minutes to go.
All right, guys, I want to talk about Boxlight. We're going to get to Arun here in a second, get some levels for the futures to watch today. Let's talk about Boxlight. Huge mover yesterday. Obviously, news with Samsung. They're teaming up with Samsung on some online software educational initiatives they're working on. They reported earnings, though, smaller than expected loss, which is the news today. 1.9 million versus 1.9 million net loss on 5.7 million in revenue. That compared to 4.6 million on 4.9 million a year ago in the same quarter. So much smaller year-over-year loss for the quarter on BOXL, guys.
Yeah, it's gonzo on the daily, so throw that out. It's even on the 5-minute here, we're nice little gap up. Maybe you can look at some of these retracements levels from the afternoon. Certainly, they can come into play below $3, but as long as we're holding above, we're going to look for some dip buy opportunities. Let's sort of ignore that little test there. I just got in 10 shares just for a little bit of a test. I actually should have held on to it, but let's watch out for first a 363 break off of the top. We do like that top end break. It's good with these runners. I do remember this name giving you a really solid consolidation play in the afternoon. It's sort of worth noting you get this little bottom that it put in at lunchtime, and then giving you basically the same price at about 220, guys. So you look at these little double bottoms and file those away. Very, very important to pay attention to those whenever you see it happen. A lot of times the support in the afternoon is rather obvious. So I'll be watching out for that on BOXL. If we hold that 3 line, I think we'll be looking for some longs. I'm not looking at any shorts until we fail through the top or break that 3 even. Otherwise, we're just hunting for a long, guys. And first stop would be in front of 3.
Yeah, no, definitely BOXL. I mean, I crushed BOXL yesterday. That was a big one. We lined up the pins and then took those down yesterday on BOXL. Big trade, and I'll be making another one today, hopefully through the top. So we'll see. Okay, 241 right here on Alibaba. Just another name here, down a lot today, 3%. It looks kind of ugly on the chart. We're going to see this. I mean, it breaks yesterday, 247. I'm a big fan of Alibaba, but for day trade, not today. 241 breaking some... I mean, the news around China, it's always the same kind of stuff, guys. You know, you have the Hong Kong protests, you have sanctions being put in here by President Trump and his administration, and then you also have an election year where, you know, China and healthcare always seem to be on the docket for that. So I do like BABA breaking through 241. Again, guys, you're going to have to leave this one a little bit, I think. Give it at least a 244, 245 on the upside. You know, this is another huge breakout, man. I mean, it broke out at 220, went ripped to 270 on that Ant Financial talk, but now you're coming right back downside. So I don't know if there's specific news on BABA today, other than what I just mentioned there. So I'm going to be taking it through 241, but this can be a spicy meatball off the open, that's for sure.
Yeah, a little bit of negativity on a few of the Chinese-related symbols, JD.com as well, QD, a little bit to the downside this morning. So as a group, kind of moving lower. Let's have a look at the market. Overall, we'll bring in Arun here and check out the futures, what levels we need to be aware of this morning, Arun. We're still kind of trying to hold at least yesterday's low. Is that going to be significant?
Yeah, you know, I'm actually looking just slightly underneath that. I'm looking at 3170, just underneath yesterday's low. Honestly, there's not a whole lot going on in this market, especially in the ES market. The NASDAQ's a little bit more active, but the ES market's pretty sideways at the moment. 3170 is on the bottom, 3235 on the top. It's pretty straightforward. And there might be trades in between. For me, though, this is like one of those markets that you hate to trade because there's not a whole lot to do here. You either get a trade off one of those levels or you kind of just sit here waiting. And unfortunately, it might be a waiting kind of day for me. So that's all I've got. No reads, only 2 levels, no reads at the moment. Slight bias on the sell side so far, but I don't know how long that's going to hold because they are running into some action on the buy side just below this 95. We'll see how this plays out after the open. I'm really going to have to be patient on this one here and try to find something that makes sense because right now nothing makes sense for me. So that's all I got for you, Brendan, unfortunately.
Great stuff. No problem, Arun. Thank you so much. Good to be aware of what is going on in the overall market. Let's have a look at another little one here. I feel like I'm chasing this a little bit, but Lynette here, LCI up 20%. They have a thyroid disorder drug that they're going to distribute in the U.S., so they signed a distribution deal for that. Gapping up on that news. This lineup here, 750. That is the level. So 750, the better level. 7 up to 750, anywhere in that kind of zone, a good place to look. If we can hold below the 650 area, a little bit of support here at 650 in the pre-market. Still like this one to the downside, but LCI going to kind of wait and see what happens. Hopefully we get a test of 7 to 750, guys.
Yeah, I was actually looking at this one as well, Brennan. I see this consolidation at the bottom, and I might take a shot here through 640 if we get any kind of a break. I don't love those necessarily off the open, but the fact that you're basically risking to 6 to see if there's a secondary push, it's not a ton of risk. So maybe we'll have that one through the long side because there's so much room to the next level upside, like you mentioned, that 750. You're looking at 720, a bit of a level as well in the pre-market. So that's what I'm watching for LCI. We have about 4 minutes to go here, guys. Just want to let you know, you can't really see it. I don't know if you guys saw it in one of Sean's shots there, but he's got prominently displayed what I think is the best piece of merchandise that we have, and that's that Trader TV Live hoodie. There you go, Sean. I mean, I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic. Anyone interested, Valeria has let you know how to find it. We got our merch store there. I got my cup, but the hoodie, man, that's just too sweet. I got to get one for myself there, Sean.
Yeah, I crushed the hoodie. Yeah, yesterday. Oh, that was another thing on Twitter, guys. That's one of my largest liked posts right here on Twitter. If you guys come over here, this was yesterday. We rocked the 44 likes and a bunch of comments there on this. Yeah, pick it up. It's light, it's airy, and it is your new favorite hoodie there. And yeah, anyways, that's a little promotion there. So that's what that is. We'll get off Twitter right now. But yeah, the hoodies are great. Check that out. Valeria puts the link up there. Support the show. If you can support the show as well, guys, we would love for you to hit join. $5 a month. Gives you all of these emojis and fun little stuff. Help support the show, guys. Just ate a grape. We're putting the show on for free every single day. The YouTube money is not the best money. So we'll wait to see on that one. But thank you for all the love and the support. Just over 200 members right now. So that's absolutely fantastic. And there's going to be some more member perks coming up. We're actually discussing them as we speak. So thank you so much for all of that, guys. And we'll continue to put the show on for you. And you get to show up. Like there's Dax right there. Thank you, Dax, one of our big members. And I think one of the very first viewers of the show. Another Day Trade the World member as well there. Thanks for the love always from you, Dax. I hope you have a good trading day.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes to go. I know NEO is going to be in play, of course, today, down 7.5%. Once again, doing tremendous volume, 8 million. Getting into some levels from a couple of sessions ago, this 1260, also 1285, yesterday's bottom. I'd love to see if we can get any kind of consolidation right off the open, maybe to have a quick sell through there. I think you're testing a long break at 1285, but you know, I don't necessarily love breakout longs when we're in a downtrend in NEO. In the last couple of days, that's what we've been watching. I think when we get back into an uptrend, that's when the breakouts work a lot better. So my first look is going to be fading off of 1260 to 1285 as a range in NIO. One other name that I know we need to talk about, we actually didn't get to. I'm just going to go to, where are you right there? Well, not RIGL. What am I talking about? I wanted to get you to ACIU. This is another high flyer. There it is on my quote board. It's actually breaking down through 11. This is one double topped off 15. So if we ever get there, we know it's going to be significant. But it's also rounding out through support at $10.50 to $11, guys. So if it breaks that, it came from $7, a lot of room for it to go to the downside. If we hold this off the open, I'm looking breakout through 12 even on ACIU, up 50% right now.
Yeah, good. There's VMware going to move in with Dell there. Yeah, we got to get our Dell orders in so we don't miss that trade. Good look there. Dell, we like it through 59. Right now we're looking at minute and a half, and we have BAC, CCL, Dell through 59. This is a daily chart. Get out of here. We still like, I mean, I'm only picking 59 because it's a random level, even dollar level, sorry, not random at all. 58.50 is probably a little bit better if you do want to get pretty aggressive, and then your out is 57.50 if it does break the bottom. So kind of an easy structure structured trade there for Dell. You can take it there. I might dance with it a little bit at 58.50 here. Now that the market is just 30 seconds away, we can probably get ready to get some orders out and get ready to rock and roll. Thank you, Michael Hanna, for that banana, that $1 banana there. We like that. Okay, 58.50. He's breaking already, so you got to get in now. Watch out for 59 on Dell, guys.
Yeah, and as far as Boxell goes, it did bounce off, like we said, that 3/4, 3 even, I think could be some support as well. I think you can take a shot if you really, really like it. Any kind of a dip in front of 20 might be a good spot. Just watch, you are in a bit of a downtrend, and we already have an order if it ever takes the top off, so I'm not going to be missing that. But once again, we're a little late with that countdown. So Valerie is in position. 3, 2, 1. It's actually right now, Valeria. There's that bell. Watching Boxell at 325. That's going to be that first level you want to watch. ACIU immediately looking like it wants to take out the bottom for sure on BAC. 12 even break that we like there.
Yeah, we short on BAC and we're pretty big again on this one as my keys. There we go. We'll get those. We're short at 71 there. Out a little bit on the downside. Now let's wait to see how far this goes. We can give it to 24. But BAC right now we're short. Out a little bit at 60. Now we'll wait to see what happens downside.
Yeah, watching Boxell about to try to take this 320. That's the first test that we're looking at. It's immediately moving southbound. ACIU throw out that 12 long. It looks like we're headed south there through that 1050 area that we were looking at. So the bottom just got made on ACIU. I'm trying to get some short off that 1050 level, and we're going to work Boxell off this little bounce here.
Okay, here we go. Dell breaking through 59. So we got that trade. I don't even think it's open yet, and we are long Dell. Let's see. Did we get a New York print there? I don't think we got it yet. So we're long Dell right now, not even open. There goes Alibaba, 42.50. We're averaging in. We're not averaging in, but we are taking that one short. Going to hold this one through 244. So Dell short, sorry, Dell long, BAC short, BOBA short. Let's go. Dell already moving, guys.
An immediate reversal on ACIU. So immediately we go short in front of the 1050. It then breaks back above. So I'm going to take this one to the long side. But here comes Boxell breaking 320. That's why you do see me on this screen here. We did take out that bottom. We're running it into 3 even. So got the short 318 on Boxell.
Yeah, guys, big winner already on Dell, guys. We go long 59, takes them out there. 59.80 right there on Dell. So the market's now open. Good little trade. We're out of half right there. And ciao, BAC. Bang, already, guys. It's chicken dinner winner heaven here. Nice little out there 60 on BAC and still moving to the downside. Let's go, Dell. Breaking. Now $1 in the money on Dell. $1.50 in the money on Dell. Just ripping upside here. Man, did we ever call that one. I found the symbol. Bring it to your attention. Bang this one out.
There goes ACIU. Just got quickly 80 cents, then $1 on the quick reversal to the long side when it held that 1050. We got 59s long. Took some out there at 23. Took some out there at 1150. Big seller at that price. So watch for the break at 1150 and 12. We still like that trade. Brennan, what do you got?
A little bit of strength here, guys, in the cruise lines early. RCL just rejected, though, at that pre-market high, 56.25, back to the downside. CCL also showing a little bit of strength so far, guys.
Now, we are monstrous everywhere right now. Alibaba, the double load, the bang banger right here on Alibaba. We load that back up at 242, then cash it out down there. So let's wait to see if Alibaba wants to take out 244. If it does, then okay, good. But right now, Dell still to the upside, 59, our best out now there at 60. Let's see how far this one wants to go. And ciao, BAC. So there we go. That's flushing itself down the toilet. Let's just see how far this wants to go. Yes, we are back, guys, today. Monsters everywhere. Look at that board, guys. Dell, monster winner. $1 and change on this name. Let's just keep on going. My outs are up here, 60.50.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just getting some orders ready to go. You're failing at ACIU right at this level in the pre-market. You can see it here at 1150. You can see we got out at 1117, 1120, but it's coming right back into this 1050 bottom. We're giving it to this low of the day, that 1022. You don't want to give it anything past that. If it breaks, you got to get out. If it bounces, I'm going to see if I can't dip into more shares on the way up, guys. That's the way I like to play it. I only want to take more of that position if it's coming upside, which it looks like it wants to do here. So I'll take another crack at the long in ACIU. We got 59s long. I'll see if I can grab some in the 30s to 40s and then get another bounce to the upside. Hopefully, this time we can take out that 1150 to 12 level. But if it doesn't go, you're going to see me stop out at the low of the day. You've already made a nice little bounce play on the quick reversal. You don't want to throw that money away, guys.
Never, ever, ever, ever throw any money away, but sometimes you got to hold on to it. And look at this, Dell, bang, bang, bang. We'll be tweeting this one out very, very shortly. Long 59 out, 60-60 there for a big win. What up, Beat?
Another one moving, HTBX, guys, 7.5%. Just took out day highs here, 155 to the upside. Nice looking daily chart as well. They started their first human trial of an anti-cancer drug. Sounds pretty good, guys.
Bad, sounds pretty good. Alibaba here, we're short 242.70, and let's go, baby. Let's just keep breaking lower. If this market can crack, guys, we'll be pretty monstrous on Alibaba. Nice little trade here. I don't know if it's going to go, though. We'll wait to see. It should have gone already. You see the futures coming down here. I was expecting Alibaba to crack a little bit more than it has. Our next bid at 241.90, so we could take that out. Trying to make $1 on some of the shares there. We still have 3/4. That's how much we believe in this one. Dell already upside. Beautiful trade happening there. We don't have to even worry about that anymore as we're pretty much out of our Dell, and BAC right now making new lows as well, and we got that. So what a banger day today. I just hope the rain holds off, Brendan.
Here comes 1650 on NCLH. Watch this bottom break at 1650.
What stock?
NCLH, Norwegian.
Norwegian, okay, guys.
Brendan, what do you got?
NCLH, what up, Brendan?
FTFT, this future fintech, guys, early flush off the open, but right back up here. Watch this 350 to 360 area was supporting the pre-market. They're moving into the Hong Kong marketplace, announced an acquisition that's going to allow them to do that, guys.
All right, same play on CCL there, Neil. Breaks that 1610 level.
Okay.
Let's just see what happens here. We're short 1610 as well.
Yeah, I just got the short over in NCLH. You play either one you want. I mentioned I liked NCLH today, Norwegian. Certainly, you can always be looking at whichever one you happen to have a good read on. It doesn't make a difference. RCL, CCL, NCLH here. ACIU, we just got some more shares in. I'll take one more shot here in front of that low of day. Again, you get that opening range trade. If it holds the bottom, I love the breakout. Man, if it ever takes out $12, we love it. NCLH, a couple of entries here, but it looks like it's stalling out after this move to the downside. The market, as Arun said, a little bit of sideways action here in the market. So if we start coming back up past this 1665 or so, I'm just going to be taking this one off for a shot and then looking for a better price. ACIU bouncing for me in the money a little bit, but I want 1150. I want 12 break. I'm not looking to take this one out for 20, 30 cent wins. Far too volatile for that.
We took Box L through the open, through the break there, and it just ripped up, and I didn't even notice it. So, yeah, Box L there, ripping upside there.
No,
we did not get out. It went in at 60, out at 75. Now we got to hold on to Box L for dear life.
I'm buying this dip. I should have had a stop order through 63, which means I'm going to be buying on the way back down. That's you missed the trade, and it gives you the price on the way back. You got to take the gift that's given to you. I just want to remind everybody that we're still working with a halt in Gene. We will get to that one when it does open. I have no idea when that's going to be. Of course, the news was that offering. Here goes. Thank you very much, ACIU. I know we're jumping around a little bit here, but we got this reload at the bottom, double entry in front of that low of day. Now we're looking to see if we can break 11, make the run to 1150. I'm long at 1054 here, looking to see if we can get a big profit, taking a bit out for a 50-cent scalp, and then the rest is going to be $1, $2, $3. Brendan, what do you got?
Another little tiny one moving, guys. 103% here. LGHL on the move today. Coming back to the downside, though, they announced a new trading platform over in the Chinese marketplace for online electronic trading in China. Guys.
Okay. China's a good look there for sure. We're going to let BoxL just work itself out here. It's trying to go. We're still long here at 61s. So our best out 69. We're going to see if it can take that right now, and then we'll see if we get it some out more in the 80s. As now it's going back to the upside. 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 90. Bang! Big one there.
I'm using this
Superman.
One. Sorry, you hit the Superman. I was going to hit that hot dog action because we are getting that move into 1150 on ACIU. So the reload absolutely perfect. We took 1037. We're in the money $1 here. Like I said, you want that $1.50. We're taking a break at 12 no matter what, so we will take the profit in front of that price level. I did get a little bit out of Norwegian when it popped down below 1640 there, but I'm still holding on to the rest of that position. I mentioned Box L, of course. We said this one all day long for that break. And one of the things we talked about in our breakout video, watch for that fail break pullback. If that's what you catch, fair enough. I like the entry point on the break of the top, but I also like the pullback, missing the first. first. I got the second. We're in the money now, 15 cents or so. I'll take some out in front of that quarter. Probably seems like it's a good idea, and see how far we can run this one to the upside. Box sell. I like dips into 350 on that for a pullback trade. Brennan, what do you got?
Virgin Galactic, guys, naming a new CEO aftermarket yesterday, coming back to this $20 level on the daily chart. Huge level for space here, up 6.5% on monster volume this morning, guys.
Oh man, we gave you some of those levels on Tesla, and now Tesla's ripping to the upside here, big time, 15 and change. We talked about that 1490 spot. Hopefully you guys hit that, but that happens just on the open, so that's a little bit of a risky trade. But Tesla now moving to the upside, and so is a lot of stuff that we
Bye box.
Yes,
380
bang.
We're seeing right now. So long here, 354. I'm looking reload again on ACIUs. It might head back down to that 1020, but each time it comes, I mean, you don't like it quite as much. I'm going to see if we can't catch more shares on any pullback. And the next break is going to be 85, which I don't love. I like the even dollar much more than that. So big time trade already in box sell. Let's see where we can pick up some more shares on this move. Positive earnings expectation or blowout there. So you actually have some juice behind this move to the upside, 60%.
Yeah, look at box sell, guys. Our best out there. I mean, I don't know how you get any better than that one. So we hit the bang on there. 85's out right there, box sell. Still have a little bit on right now, about a third on of our box sell, maybe a little bit more still on this one, and we're long at 60. So beautiful, beautiful trade on box sell. $1 in the money on Dell. We waited for another high spot there. Let's take some out now if we can. I mean, the market is rallying here, so Dell should be going upside as well. So maybe we'll take out another little piece. We're $1 plus in the money on Dell. So no surprise there. CCL again, guys. We noticed we were in trouble and got out. Now we're holding a third still. This always happens to me on CCL, so let's have to reload in front of VWAP here. I always get a little too excited on these names, but still moving around. Boxel coming back to life though here, guys. Let's get out of some more of this.
Yeah, I just actually loaded into a bit of a reload of box sell, but much like you, Sean, you've got to be able to take the trades off, and you know, it's going to be one of those roller coaster rides on NCLH Norwegian. We did get an absolutely, savior of an out at the bottom here, but we had to take the rest off for a hit. I did see it bouncing to the upside. I just didn't want this to get out of hand. Brennan, what do you got for us?
Another big mover from recent days. INMB down 15% on news of an offering. Came out after market yesterday. Just took out this pre-market high though on decent volume, guys. $11 to the upside for INMB.
Yeah, and I'm going to give you another one here, NBRV. This one, it's done 35 million already, gapping to the upside. But watch for this hold at $1. It tried to make a move down right at the open, came right back above $1, gave you 15% worth of a move, and now is holding $1 even. So this is where I'm going to be taking my shot here on this name. I think you got to take a shot. You got $1. You got the low a day at 97 cents. So we're going to jump into NBRV right here. You know, take some 1s, 2s, 3s, see whatever we can get. But ACIU. We just added to our position like we said we would, so my now price is $11.50. Of course, we were long at $10.30. It's a $10.50 several times on that dip. We just added on the breakout through $12, and now let's see how far we can go upside. Double top at 15 in the pre-market. That would be an awesome target. If we get it, we'll be celebrating for sure. But already a monster day on ACIU, guys.
Yeah, monster day to say the least on all of these names, guys. Box sell. The only loser we have on right now is CCL, and it's coming back to life right now. So, like I said, damn it, why can't I ever learn from myself there? Because the money could have been falling. Oh, CCL, why do I do that? I take too many shares and get forced out there. So if we just would have held it, it would have been a lot better there. But CCL, let's see what you can do. Carnival Cruise Lines. I won't be taking any cruises anytime soon, but maybe it's coming up, and we'll do Hydration Nation as well. As yes, bye-bye, Carnival goes down, similar to your NCLH there, Neil. Did you get out or did you reload?
Look, man, I got out. Like,
you had to.
It is what it is. Sometimes you just got to do it. And
I hate these stocks.
I'm sitting in a bunch of longs that I really like here, and the market's not moving. But box sell again, it's only dip buying for me. Dip buy at 53, dip buy here at 65. The original breakout 63. We're taking 20-cent wins a couple of times. We're hanging on to what we got to make a run to $4. And when 4 breaks, we'll probably take that breakout long side as well. I think I heard Valeria. Do we have Valeria? Is that what it was? Oh, Brendan, sorry.
One from yesterday, guys. UNH, United Healthcare, up again today, 1.2% to the upside. Thinly traded, big $300 stock. However, multiple upgrades on UNH today after earnings. Kind of disappointed yesterday, guys.
Let's review what we have right here. You can see our positions at the bottom. BAC short 71. Banger. I mean, that's my biggest stock today, probably. BOXL, battling right now. That's a 10 cents in the money. CCL, we've just cashed some out here. This is what I'm talking about. Look, like I take 5-cent hits and I get pissed off, and then it goes in the money 10, and I'm like, oh, okay. So that CCL still going to the downside. Nice little 12-cent winner there. And Dell, the banger, goes. It breaks through 50 there. So unfortunately, it did not break through 50, but we got triggered out there a little bit. So right now, we're just holding 10%. That's a bad out. I don't know what happened there, but we did not mean to get out of there. But Dell, 59 to the high side, and we are at our highest spot today. So there it is. Superman is in the building. Hydration Nation, canoeing time, everything, sweater time. We're getting ready to rock and roll here, guys. There's the sweater. That's the good luck point right there. Let's just keep this going. Dell, high side, big win on this one. We called this one to you in the morning. I hope you guys have this. Let's go.
It's a monster in ACIU. We loaded up multiple times here, down around 1030 to 1040. All of those shares are going to be out when we got that 1150 break. So that's about $1 win there. We now took the break at 12 even, like we told you we were going to do. Some out 1/3 for a 70-cent win. We're going to hang on for some to about 13 or so, and then we're going to see if we can take that top off. 15 was a double top, so I'm going to take a shot short in front of it. If I see a pre-market double top like that, you know no matter how bullish it's going to be, I'm going to take a shot. So if we get there, you'll see me flat on this monster long, but it's going to be a quick reversal with an obvious 15 even stop and reverse, guys. So a big trade in ACIU, but now I'm looking to see what happens if we get to that 15. Should be huge.
You know what? I mean, people are saying that, I'm never going to take a Carnival cruise. I've never even been on a cruise, so I don't know what that's all about. I don't like lineups, so I haven't been on a cruise, but we'll wait to see if I ever do go back on one. Look, CCL has been an amazing stock for me. Shout out to Carlos at Bearable Trader. We go back and forth on that one, and I see you, my man. Good job on that electrical bike or that mountain bike. You've been crushing that, so that's good job. But yeah, BOXL right now, back to life. We're very, very light on this one. Less, about 10%, about 12%. Still position on BOXL. Now it's fading back. Let's get out at 350, guys. If you're still holding that one, this is what I'm talking about. We'll take an 11-cent hit and on the last 10%, but celebrate these hits up here, these wins up here. So BOXL 350 will take it out.
Yeah, just a bit of a bounce in ACIU off 12 again. BOXL, I've only dip bought. The next level I'm looking at here, we took originally 50s, we took some 60s. I'm looking back at that 50 level to see if we can hold. That's where I'm going to be buying on the dip. And I got NBRV some more shares in front of that low of the day. So average price is basically right at $1 with that 97 low. We'll take that out if it breaks. Otherwise, looking for a bounce back up to 115 or so. Brendan, what do you got for
drone maker, UAVS, back on the move today. 12%. Yeah, nice looking daily chart as well. This gap up was the day that Amazon was rumored to be looking at this company for a potential team up when it comes to using drones to deliver Amazon products. So UAVS volume decent today and starting to go to the upside again, guys.
All right, we're watching CCL. We're just rinsing some out here. I thought I got hit at 02 there again. Oh, man. Yeah, I was just putting some bids at 02. It went down to 02, did not get taken out there. So, yeah, we're light on this name now. We're going to give up on CCL for a little bit. We've just been crushing everything else. So why are we sitting on this name? Dell still $1 in the money. Again, we're going to hold this one until we even break this top. I don't have any orders out on Dell whatsoever, so we'll have to wait for that one to come through. Space, wow. Those of you, I hope you guys have this option play with me on Space as well. This is like 400 or 500% in the money on this one. We took it last week when it was $16, so it might even be more than that. I'll have to check back. Space right now to the upside on the new CEO, maybe getting some spice into that name. But on the daily chart, though, Virgin Galactic here, we don't need to rush all the time. I always feel like I'm rushing. 21 and change here to the top side. Nice little breaking opportunity. Let's take the high if Space breaks the high, guys.
Yeah, and another out there. We're just on the way up to 13 on ACIU. We're going to take some more shares when it sort of rolls off that 13 even. The next break, I'll try to use that momentum to get out the rest of my shares at 1350. We are stalling out a little bit on ACIU. It does seem like it's running out of juice. So my original entry point still stands if it ever gets there, but the 12 even break, I'm going to throw a stop down here at about 1175. So it's not a break even stop, but I don't want it to retrace too far. I'm now hunting for about $1.30 to $1.40 of a winner on the last shares. So I'm going to risk on those just about 30 or 40 cents, depending on how the slippage goes. You see it run out of steam. I wanted to make sure we grab some profit. BOXL reload. We did pick more shares up, so we got 360 there. I'm going to keep reiterating the positions. It looks okay to me. If you guys see a bit of a delay, we apologize for that. It takes a few seconds for it to register in our system for you to see up there. But a lot of times in the first few minutes, things are obviously happening rather quickly. So do pay attention to what we're saying, but also look down there. It should be rather accurate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely check our position board out. One of the new features, we've improved it, and it's been pretty good so far. And I think everyone likes the new position board. Send me a tweet or follow me, guys, on Instagram as well. This is what we're talking about yesterday. We had the hoodie up. Me and Brendan go back and forth here about the hoodie. There it is. Yeah, pointing to it. Everyone loving that. That was a big show there yesterday. Thanks for that. And then yesterday, as I said, canoeing on the Humber with the family. That was fantastic. We're supposed to be golfing today, but my arms may be dead, and it's like an 80 to 90% chance of a thunderstorm. So Greg will be rebooking that one. But if you want some personal looks into what I'm doing, send me a request. Actually, I don't even need to send it to me. Requests open on Instagram and Twitter. But okay,
guys, it's fireworks again. We talked about each of these dip prices before we took them. 350, 360, 350. So 3 times in a row, you're catching those quick 25, 30-cent scalps. And again, look, if we're saying but dip buy, certainly you can be holding on to this. Just watch out. It's making some lower highs here. So it's probably going to give some consolidation. When it does do that, look out for a rollover. I think that 3 even level still sort of stands. It never broke that. 320 was a bit of a failed break. So a couple of support levels on the way down for Boxell. Brendan, what do you got for us?
Used to kick off earnings season, but Alcoa a little bit late this time. AA reporting aftermarket yesterday. Nice pop on a solid report up to 14. We're struggling here though. 1350 where we ended up, kind of resisting aftermarket yesterday. 1350 for Alcoa, but decent volume, positive on the day, guys.
I'm really surprised here by Alibaba. We did, that's a loser for us today, no doubt about that. So hide your kids if you're shorting Alibaba with me. It actually wasn't that bad because we were able to take this out there. But maybe a 245 break. I don't know what's going on with Alibaba. Seems to be pretty strong into this market today. It's actually kind of looks exactly like the market, to be honest with you. Let's take a little bit of shares here, taking out 245. I just feel like Alibaba's a little stronger than I'm giving it credit for. We're still holding our initial Boxell spot, and CCL's come all the way back down. I'm debating. I'm not going to debate it. I think I'll just do it. I'm a little nervous just because of all this virus talk about, vaccines, no vaccines. Stocks want to move, stocks don't want to move. So I don't know. CCL is just one of those crazy stocks. We'll just wait to see on the downside here. I'm still bidding 02s and then into the 90s again for a low spot there. I'm going to average in before 1625 here, guys, and see if we can't do that. This is VWAP on a 1-minute chart. I do like that. So if we get back up here, that would have been a great short. We'll try it, and then we'll get out if it breaks it above.
I like this one. We don't really use it very often, but case closed. We should probably get a business, briefcase. No one uses those anymore. But either way, something a little more modern. Looks like
I use a
from the
briefcase.
70s. But I'm still watching ACI, you guys. I do still like the long opportunity, but I said I would have a break even on the last quarter of my position. I did do that just below that entry price. So you risk 20, 30 cents there. We actually got slipped to what looks like about a 40-cent hit. We were taking, first look here, 60-cent winner, and then we're taking $1 winner. And then again on the reload, it's the same thing, rinsing and repeating with 60 cents and then $1. We got on the break the same thing over and over again. So again, I'm taking profits on the way up in that trend. I do still like this 10, call it about 10 and a quarter price to the bottom. It's held very well. I will take one shot loading up in front of it, and then we're maybe looking for a 13 even break. I did see a big seller that caused me to get out of it the first time it tested that price. We'll see what happens. Second time could be a charm. Right now, Boxell is another sort of bounce for us. I did take a couple of legs out of here, still holding half the position we got on that dip to 50. And we'll take it out in front of high a day because I'm likely to take that breakout through that top. But I need to flush something down the toilet, guys. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hit this one because I like puking. It's kind of creepy, but we'll hit the puke for that NBRV that just broke 97. So we're only risking about 3 pennies on that. But we're going to make sure we hold it and get out on that low a day break. Boxell, similar. We're going to get out in front of the high of the day, looking for a breakout at $3.90 or $4, which I like even better.
And it's another banger. Boxell, we hold. We're still holding. Good reloads by Neil there. Obviously back and forth, but we take out the big boy stick there and hit it hard right here. So that's why we have a bunch of outs, because I'm able to take out sub shares out here, out of my position. So I like to do that. Now we'll hold the rest to see if we can't get moonshotted up here. We'll wait till 350. That was always going to be my out. Dell's kind of putting me to sleep a little bit. Again, we could have taken the high out almost, and it did not. So it gets up to 60 there. Possibly a good little spot for me on Dell there, but look at the futures just ripping up. Did I forget to put in that Alibaba trade because I'm not long? 244, okay, no, it did not go through yet. 245, what is that high? 245.10, we're gonna go long on Alibaba if we can get that, guys. The market's ripping here.
Yeah, just watch for this LCI. We did mention this one sort of in the pre-market here. It's made a bit of a bottom just below $6. So I think you can use that 6 as a level, but it's not a firm level to the downside. If it does break, I'll probably test a little bit of a short. It's trying to fill in that gap per se. But I still am looking through this. I'm going to watch out for this 645, 650. That's going to be a break to the long side. We mentioned some levels up there, and Brennan didn't like anything till like 750, which means there's a lot of room if it makes a secondary push up. Get your order ready to go. I got mine for 650. I'll also probably take a breakdown through that 590 low that I'm low of the day that I'm watching since the open. A pre-market, it was a little bit lower than that.
As promised, we did put a reload on here on CCL up to 17, I think, and we're going to reload that again, 20s. See if we can't get some more shares there, somewhere in the 20s. Then we're going to get out upside here, 33, 34, like we talked about on that break. But here we go. If the futures just fade back down, I think we can get a decent win here, right, Brendan? What's up?
Anyone looking at QGen, guys? There's a deal in place now. Thermo Fisher, they had a preliminary deal in place, but they've renegotiated. It looks like was 39 euros. They've upped it to 43 euros per share in cash. Obviously traded over in the European markets as well. But QGEN up on that news today, 2.4%. You can see it was back here on this day. We mentioned the initial agreement, but up on that news today for QGEN, guys.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I was not playing breakouts in NEO through that 1285. It is what it is. NEO with a bit of a break here.
Oh, wow.
It took out the previous low from yesterday. It just tried to take out the afternoon and sort of close bottom at 1321, guys. So let's look to see if it holds this level. It did get I think briefly above 13 before snapping back off that. We want to see if we can hold that bottom from the afternoon. We're basically right here right now at 85, so that kind of gives you a nice little bounce spot on a pullback trade, 1285. The reason I'll show you the higher time frame is so you have some structure for this little pullback. You know where you want to get out. You're either using 85 or you take the wick down there to 75, but it's that price area that you're concerned with on a dip. If it coincides with something on like a intraday chart or maybe the day before, certainly that's going to help you out. That's what I like about this. So I'll give it probably the 75 just to give it more room. But dip buying has always been a little more successful for me than breakouts in NEO. I'm going to try to hold form here with our first long in NEO today.
2010. Okay, yeah, new position alert right now through the roof. We'll see if Space wants to do that. Virgin, we just took it right here at 37. So that's the 35 break of that high of the day. So we'll see if it wants to keep itself going here into a fading market. So, oh, there it is, CCL. Yes, sir. Nice. I mean, look at this. This is how you trade, guys. I mean, hot dog party time again. You average in, and then look where we get out. 12s, 6s. Great little trade there. So CCL, again, turning a bad thing into a good thing is never wrong. So there we go, guys. Nice little trade there on CCL. Let's see if we can't keep that mojo going. Dollar in the money on Dell. We've talked about that. CCL's flat right now. BOXL. Bang! Taking that out as well. So BOXL just ripping it to the upside there. Explode the money all the way to 90. Let's take that out. We'll put an order. I didn't even notice that. We'll put an order there. We're light on it, so that's why. But nice little trade there on BOXL. Hope you guys have this. Mr. Wickens again.
Moderna, guys, 3.5% again today to the upside on huge volume for mRNA. We've already gone from 79.80 up to 84, pulling back at the moment. Tons of chatter still online. Lots of analysts with opinions on their COVID-19 vaccine and how they are possibly a little bit further ahead in the development process. So mRNA getting some positive chatter today and volume behind that move, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be short-term case closed on BOXL for me. I mentioned that $4 area getting out in front because I think it'll be an interesting break if we get it. I've only longed on pullback so far. Thank you for the coffee there, Valerie. We've reloaded in our tradertv.live mug here. But I like the reload now to probably about 370. I was only taking 50s and 60s before. Those are the only prices I've had. The first breakout I'll get will be this $4 break on BOXL. So been in and out rather actively. I've liked the dip buys. I still maintain that I like it through 370. I picked up that LCI. It just broke the bottom, so short here at 88 when it broke 590. 6 even was the level we were watching pre-market. But BOXL, 120,000 shares I think I saw on one of the gateways up here. So I don't know, call it 130, 140. Not a ton at $4 even. We will be watching for that breakout. Secondary push here in BOXL. Pullbacks will be just as good, I think, through about 370.
And guys, right now we are tweeting this out so you can see how we've destroyed BOXL today. And wow, it just keeps on going upside, guys. Follow me on Twitter. You can see all of these right now. Here's the BOXL. We say BOXL. Yeah, I mean, my wife told me this one. Yes. I don't know. Is that's like a yes, but a cool way of saying it, I guess. So trying to be cool right there. So BOXL, big time. We still go to the upside. This is where your boy is long. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Shout out to my kids for that one as well. But look at space though, guys. You want to talk about another winner. Air horn alert. We don't have any losers here, guys. This is how we trade. Dell making new highs. BOXL here. CCL. What a reload. Reloaded down here. Now this is an 11-cent winner. Space moving around. Goldman Sachs. New trade alert. We take Goldman Sachs through 218. So let's see how far this one can go. Goldman Sachs through 218. New trade alert. Goldman Sachs long. Bang! 40 cents in the money on Goldman Sachs right there. Your boy is here. We're not going anywhere. Let's go, Neil.
Yeah, already got a win on that LCI, guys. So you get that quick 6 break. It goes through 590. It goes to that next quarter, 575, of course. We'll take some off. I'm looking towards these pre-market levels, but, it's worth looking at a higher time frame just so you can see. This stock came from a top of 540. That would be my ultimate target out. Maybe that'll turn into some support. I'd love to see consolidation there to actually pick some up to go to the reversal long side. So if that does happen and we catch it, we'll be out at about 550, and we're looking to go long if it holds 540. We just got the break at 4 on BOXL. We've been only long 350 and 360. Now it's breakout time, which we just talked about yesterday, and we do that in our educational videos. BOXL to the long side. And speaking of those videos, guys, coming up a little bit later on in the day, we're going to be having futures as an equity indicator. So you hear us talk about it all the time. I'm watching the ES at this level or the NQ at that level, and you're wondering why we're doing that or what it means. Check out that video when we drop it a little bit later on today on our Market Wisdom channel. Always worth the knowledge, even if you're not going to trade them, guys. You want to understand what the futures mean and how traders are looking at them.
So today it took me a half hour to get to my goal. Sorry about that, guys. Yesterday it was 5 minutes. Today it's a half hour, but we're already there. So let's floss it off. We can chill it out the rest of the day, but we're not going to. Look at the wins we have on right here, guys. BOXL, 50. Holy crap. 55, 50, 70 penny winner on BOXL. Just dream maker right there. $60 right now for Dell. This is $1.15 in the money right now. Goldman Sachs, kaboom! We reloaded that one right in front of everyone's face. We put that one on. We told you about Goldman Sachs, and bang, this one, $1 in the money right now in just 2 minutes. Here we go, upside Goldman Sachs. Let's take some out, $219.50 if we can get it. That's $1.50 right there. Space, the final frontier. Another one that's been destroyed by us. Big time winners. The only loser we have on today is Mr. Alibaba, which now would be in the money, but that's fine. Big day alert, big day alert. We are not going up in smoke, but the gorilla can dance all he wants because today is a monster day. Look at Goldman going up. Maybe I take, you know what? Let's just take the dollar and hold the last third. But right now, Brendan's been patiently waiting. Sorry about that, Brendan. So much action, buddy.
That is what it's all about. Yeah, let's have a look at North American markets, guys. We have a bit of a negative board still to have a look at. Unfortunately, S&P now down 0.7%. You can see the Dow is trying here. We're just down 0.3%, but everything else pretty negative. Tech stocks, once again, you can see the NASDAQ 100, composite, both more than a full percent to the downside. The Russell still in negative territory. If you remember yesterday, huge day up for the Russell, so a bit of a pullback here, 1% in negative territory. S&P TSX here in Toronto, just barely in the red, 0.3% down in Brazil. BOVESPA, about 0.7% to the downside. We mentioned the weakness in some of the travel names, airlines, cruise lines. Here's Air Canada. Mentioned the big move up yesterday with Air Canada off the open. Yeah, gap to the downside this morning, but not much of a move here. 750 down, or sorry, 1750 down to 17. So you had to be quick on that scalp, but a directional type move with news kind of pushing it to the downside downside gave you a decent opportunity there. Volume is quite high on Air Canada today, along with the rest of the airlines. Suncor, we saw energy names in negative territory in the pre-market. Oil was in negative territory in the pre-market. Big gap down for Suncor, 23.20 down to 22.95. Look at that. It's about to break day lows as we speak for SU. CGC or weed here in Toronto. You can have a look at this one. Big move up for a lot of the cannabis names yesterday. Not really doing a heck of a lot. Volume is decent on these today, but we're kind of inside this range from yesterday on weed so far, guys. Back to the downside, unfortunately. Back to you.
Guys, we line it up for you and then we knock them down. It's all about having a plan and executing it. It was a break at 360. That was what we were talking about pre-market. It was pullback trades into some key levels. We will talk about that consolidation. That's what you like. The first break for me, long side, we actually were looking at 4 even as well. So you take all your profit on the way up. You add back in at 4. We're out in teens. We're out in 25. We just got out there in front of the top. Hard turn at 440 there, guys. So on the way back down, when it rejects that price in front of 450, you're going to see me slide out of the rest of the shares. Look for the next significant pullback consolidation. 4 would be interesting. 375 would be much more exciting. 375, 380. If we ever get there, we'll take another shot on BOXL. Breakout would be 450 at that point. Rinse and repeat that action. It's all about sort of sticking to your plan. I want to get to LCI. So we got onto the short side. Only short that I'm looking at right now. And of course, LCI now giving some consolidation, but ACIU just actually broke down below that low of day. So after we had the longs in ACIU, it actually takes out the bottom for the first time. So we just jumped into the short on that one. I was really hoping we'd get a breakthrough 13 and maybe running to that test at 15 even, but that's not the way it went. It's come downside. So big wins on the long. Now we're looking reversal short through the low of the day on ACIU.
ACIU, yeah, it's been a big stock. I haven't even looked. What is the news? I haven't even looked at that one today. That's all you're talking about. 1020, 1022. Okay, yeah, ACIU. Up 40. Did you have to pay for shorts on this one, Neil?
No, free shorts on the, so you get every once in a while you get a massive gap in here. We're fortunate, look, at Day Trade the World to have almost every single symbol is going to be free for us to short, easy to borrow. But sometimes you got to pay. Not this time.
Okay. Brandon, what up?
One from yesterday, guys. Bloom Energy back to the upside. Again, today they announced they were moving into the hydrogen market. If I expand this chart out, you can see this high right here, 1815, 1820, coming into play right now on BE. Volume still high on this one as well, guys.
And what up, Daryl? CCL, I was just trying to take a coffee there, but I got to just give a shout out to Daryl, our guest trader yesterday. It was absolutely fantastic. I don't know. Oh, there he is right there on the chat. So good level there, 1610. I wish I would have believed in a little bit more. We did get out of so many there. Not so many, a little bit, but now we go short again, 1617. And look at CCL. Yes, sir. Yes. There it is. So we'll hit that floss off there, and CCL just continues, guys. What a big win this is. 25 cents on CCL right now. Daryl, let me know if you're short right now and where the target is. You're the man on this one. BOXL. Yes, BOXL. This is another 90 cents on. So we have a 90-cent winner right here. Look at BOXL. Just go, 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 go. Education seems to be the name of the game around here. BOXL, big win there. We'll just let this one go up, maybe $5 today. We'll see if that's on board. And Dell trying. Come on, Dell, you can do it, guys. Dell, another $1.50 in the money. All right, Brendan, I'm going to trade whatever name you give me. Let's go. BioKey,
how about this one? BKYI up 35% here. We had a huge move in the pre-market up to 130, came all the way back below $1. Just popped up on a volume scanner here. They signed a deal, I think it was with the University of California, for those fingerprint scanners. That's what they make, guys.
Okay, interesting there. I can't promise I'll trade that one. We're going to add it to our quote board as well. But we just got a 450 break on BOXL. It's multiple executions for me. Now that we're past that 4, it's basically going to be breakouts or pullbacks, which we haven't had one deep enough here. It did get to 410. Now we're looking to see if it gets to that next sort of quarterly move, and then $5 potentially. 2 shorts, 1 long. BOXL has been the long of the day so far. You're seeing a crazy move all the way. Tested 3 even. We talked about support at that price. Unfortunately, we actually didn't pick anything up, but that was the level we liked. It's bounced off it very nicely. BOXL, LCI still working for the short side action on that name, and ACIU basically flat short. But BOXL, what a runner, guys.
And guys, here we go. It's floss time. Oops, we did it again. And the Hydration Nation is here, guys. So we'll put that upside. Look at Dell. Bang! We can see clearly now. Ever since we started drinking this, it's been nonstop. Best day after best day after best day. Host, trader, entertainer. What else do you want? We are still going north side here. Thank you for all the love. I keep getting all this love on Twitter as well. Follow me there. All the love on the chat room. Thank you so much for all this. It means a lot to me. This is why I trade, guys, to sit here and make this money. And I'm so glad that you're making it with us. Dell was just a fantastic call as we continue to go upside here. Let's see a 61 break and just go, 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 go. I mean, we've been really proud of a lot of our trades today, but Dell is definitely one of them. And then honestly, CCL, great little hold there, then the reload, then straight back down to the downside. Adios, cruise lines. See you next week, guys. We'll see you around. I won't be taking you anytime soon, and I bet most people will not either. Bang that one out. 25-cent winner. We'll just keep hitting this. Let's just keep going, guys. Big day, big day. What up, Beep?
Market trying to push lower here, kind of rejecting that 3,200 level, guys. But Workhorse, one to the downside here, 4% plus, just made a new low on the day. Not much in the way of news outside of Tesla in this group today, but Workhorse looking a little relatively weak, guys.
I've taken a little bit of out of box sell when it got to that 465. It is stalling out and starting to round out, so I'm going to lighten the load. This breakout not nearly as strong as the previous ones that we've seen, so you'll take some shallow profit and maybe give it to 440. So I just don't want to be sitting there when you're taking successive moves up on the upside rather than holding. You got to take some small chops, and when it does sort of chop away at you, there's always going to be one big move down that gives you consolidation if you're bullish. So sometimes it's worth being patient for it. That's why you take some profit on half. The second half I'll give to 440, so the last trade doesn't turn into a losing one if I can avoid it. I can tell you LCI is starting to round out into a bit of a bottom at 575, but I'm going to be all done, at least in the short term on box sell. See if we can't make another run at the top. I'd love to see us test 420 to 4 even for a pullback buy, but I want to get you over to LCI, which we did grab that short in, and we initially were bullish on this name, but it is holding this low at 560, 565, 570 area, and as long as it wants to do that, there could be a potential secondary break through that 560 price. Otherwise, remember, 540 was that level. That's our target, which is right below here. So you don't have a ton of room to the downside. It's a nice win, 588 to get 540. But I think there's more upside in a trade reversing back long. So I have that in my back pocket, back through 6 even.
CCL there, we just talked about that. We just got some out there, 87. Now we are extremely, extremely light on this name. Space came back down here. We've already taken this out. Again, we have half of our position on right now of Space. So this one could be a loser. We could join the deaths of Baba today as a loser if it does go down. We're looking at a VWAP here at $20. Look at a few other screens that we have over here. Yeah, that's not a horrible out, $20. So we'll look at that. Again, maybe as a reload spot as well down here on Virgin Galactic Space, a nice one. And there goes Dell, guys. Let's see if it can break. Oh, it does break. It does break through $61. A nice little $2 winner here on a $60 name. Not bad. We take this. Unfortunately, it just ripped up so fast. I had to take this out. We didn't want this to fade in. This is a mistake there. I don't know what happened there. But now we're going to go to the upside. 61.20 still going. Not that we need any more help today, but again, a segment that I think all of us need to keep paying attention to, and that's upgrades and downgrades. Let's see what's moving this market, guys.
Yeah, we'll give you a few more names to keep in mind as we move through the morning here, guys. Upgrades, downgrades over there. Dell, the big one, obviously, we talked about that. Dollar Tree and Kraft Heinz, nice charts as well to have a look at. A couple of upgrades for both Dollar Tree and Kraft Heinz. On that side of the board, Cisco to the downside today, catching a downgrade. Cohen & Co. downgrading Disney today. So a little bit of a pullback, but it is trying to get back to the upside. I'll show you that in a second. And this one down here, I haven't talked about Peloton for a while, but Peloton with a downgrade on the day today. Yeah, there's Dell, new highs on the day. Nice looking daily chart here. We're above this level now. So nice looking chart on the intraday time frame. Daily chart trending to the upside for Dell. Looks really good. Disney to the downside, 1.8% here. We're trying to get back up into these levels from yesterday. It did test this support area already, pulling back into 118.50. But yeah, Cohen & Co. downgrading Disney today, guys. Back over to you.
Little bit of a round out here, and it's going to be, look, I'm going to hit the cash cow because that's what BOXL has been, but a little round out off of 465, the last level we got out, basically top wick. 420, the next level down, I was looking for a retrace. It did wick down to 410, so if we can get any kind of real consolidation, you're looking to pick some shares up. We won long on ACIU, we reversed to the short side. That might be throwing away some of our profit there. If it can't hold 11, we're going to get out. I still love this one if we catch that 13 break we were talking about earlier, but watch out for BOXL back down to this 410 to 420 area. I thought we're looking to pick some up, but I think we're ready for Valeria. Let's throw to her.
Hey guys, welcome everyone who joined us for the first time. Please subscribe to this channel and catch our live trading show every day at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And guys, thank you everyone who joined our membership. We really appreciate your support and welcome to the family. If you want to support us also, you can find join button on our homepage next to subscribe, or you can join at the link I'm sending on the chat. And guys, please give us all of your likes. If you haven't liked this video yet, smash the like button right now. I'll see you later. Back to traders.
Smashy.
Don't just hit it, smash it. I mean, don't smash it. I don't want you guys breaking your keyboards while you're trading there. But do stay safe there. But yeah, certainly join if you want to. Certainly, we try to catch that chat and as many things as we can. But those members tend to stick out there. You get some fun emojis. I did mention BOXL. We'd pick up a bit of a reload if we based out at 420. Little bounce there. So I'll start somewhat of a position in front of that 410 that I like. It's just going to be some shares here at 31. I much would have preferred something in the low to mid 20s. So we'll see. I'm not going to dig in until about that 410. I'd love to see consolidation first before we catch more shares. First, reload in on BOXL. Let's see where we get the second. But first, let's go to Brennan.
MVIS, we mentioned this one a few days back. Microvision moving again today, coming up to $2 on huge volume. Just popped up on a volume scanner there as we tagged $2 even. This was the company, if you remember, a couple days back, they announced they were contracted by a major electric vehicle maker to scan. They do measure laser scanning for measurements when it comes to the battery compartment in an electric vehicle, guys.
Okay, I'm just canceling some of my orders here because we're getting out of everything, and it's been, wow. I mean, to say this has been a monster day, I don't even know what to tell you because here goes Dell, guys. Now new day's high, $2.50 in the money. We hold that one, and we hold that one for a long time, hopefully. We reload here, some on space. We did talk about that. We do have a 1980 sort of bottom down here. We'll see if we can get some more down near $20 as well. That's a big reload. BOXL, I know Neil's been kind of fooling with it up here, and why not? It's been breaking outside. We held. Unfortunately, we're holding like It's like 3% of the position, honestly. So we didn't get enough out. We just took them all out here above 4. That was a big mistake. So good job holding for all the way up here. We'll see if we can't get it back to 430, 440. I'll be happy to get this out at 440 on BOXL and CCL. We just took some out at 04 there. A nice little out at the bottom. Now let's wait to see if CCL wants to fall with this market again. And then that's the only positions we have on, man. Dell, Box, CCL, and I think the position board. Oh, see, there you go. My position board's wrong, guys. We're not long. It will take a second. We still are short CCL. We're short at 17, so a nice 15-cent, 16-cent win right here.
Yeah, and I do have short an LCI. It is making another leg right into that support level, so it's getting to that point where you have to start considering taking it off. When you have a target that's so shallow, 588 to 540, relative to the size of the move, yes, that's a good return on a short, but you are seeing it come from 750 in the pre-market. Those are the levels we were talking about earlier, so you want to make sure you have some shares out. If it does hold this, I'm looking for a round back out to go long at 6 even, and that would be off of that low a day, so you will see me start to take more profit in the mid 60s to low 70s. It'll only end up being a 15 to 20 cent win, which is solid on a $6 stock. But remember, I liked it to 540. But the longer it holds, the better I think that long is going to become through 6 even. I want to be able to take advantage of it. I got that reload in BOXL. I'm looking to hold some into the 30s there and some into the 40s. Hopefully, it'll get back towards that high. I don't like a breakout at 465 given the nature of that number, but we are going to take another shot at that long. Just got some out in LCI. So we'll go with a little bit of, I don't know, we'll call it a little Mortal Kombat option. Why? Because we're getting out right at the bottom end of the range. Sean, you like the Street Fighter. I like Mortal Kombat. Literally the only reason is because there was one in the convenience store next to my high school, and we had a friend with a magical quarter that gave us a lot of free plays on that one. So quarter on a string worked out well for us. We've hit a lot of Mortal Kombat.
Wow, thief, Neil. Wow, thief. Okay, guys, 2020.
It's true.
Yeah, Scrooge McDuff. 2020 to the long side there. And look at that, guys. I don't know what else to do here. I'm just going to hit this one. Can I give you any more money on the show? I wish I could. Wow, you could reward us as becoming a member. But look at this trade on Space, guys. I told you about the reload, and we did reload. We reloaded. I can't find that one, but this is just kind of what we feel like today, like we're at a carnival and just lining these things up and bang, hitting those winners up today, guys. Look at this reload down here, 2020. Quick little 20-cent scalp. Let's just keep holding everything. Dell now $2.50 in the money. CCL back to $16. And BoxL, the dream that keeps on dreaming. Let's go, Bren.
2 days in a row, guys. M&A news for you. Inner Workings merging with HH Global. $3 all cash deal, $177 million. So decent volume, $6+ million already for INWK, 120% for that one, guys.
Yeah, we'll add INWK to the list, but I want to let you know the reload BoxL first at 31. I didn't love that one, but I actually liked it a lot better close to that 410. We talked about 410. It dips in. On the way back up, we get more shares at 19. We take it out there at 34, 35, 36. So you're catching those little 15-cent scalp wins on the reloads. If it does break 410, I will be out of the trade looking for a new entry point. But BoxL, once again, just giving you dip buys, giving you breakouts. It's on almost 100 million shares now, so we'll look to see if we can't continue this party. There's almost no reason as an active trader to get away from it, how active it's been. You can see all the loads that I've had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different entry points to the long side on BoxL.
Guys, plug again. Hello, this water, man. I mean, we're long here at 950 right here on plug, and it just rips to the upside there. We get some out at 55, 60, and then again at 65. So plug just still going to the upside here. Man, we are monstrous. Look at my board right now. BoxL 70 cents, CCL 20 cents, Dell $3, plug 10 cents, Space 25 cents. I mean, this has just been a great day. Plug to the upside here. We take the 950. We're out of 60% of that trade now. I mean, look, this is how we do it, man. Scalping away, holding for longer time frames. We could do it all on this show, guys. It just keeps on moving and rocking and rolling. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, but big time show. And again, guys, thanks for all the love. Yeah, plug scalp right now. Yeah, we are scalping this one big time. Look, not only can I scalp, but we can also hold. Like, this is not a scalp. I mean, it was right here, but now we're holding a little bit more. Space. Oh, hells to the yeah. That's another banger. Roller coaster, not really today. I kind of feel like today is just like a little merry-go-round. Money, 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 money. Round and round we go, guys. Neil, a monster day, buddy.
Yeah, it absolutely is, guys. There's no complaints. FTFT, I don't have any execution on this one. We did bring it to you talking about the big move it made. Look, it's already filled in basically the entire gap here into $3. So I'm looking to see if it actually has held this, and if it does, we'll look for a secondary push. I think when you can find a round out in front of, on the daily chart here, just looking at a 5-minute, you can see it holding previous days sort of top end range or bottom if you want to look at the open. Then also this little wick here down to about 290. So if we can hold this price, there's some obvious exit points to a re-entry long. I'm going to take this one in front of $3 if we get any kind of serious consolidation with probably a 290 stop instead of 3 even. You have to watch out for some liquidity on this one. It is rather thin given the 5 million shares it's done, but I feel like we can dig in front of that $3. We'll take a shot there.
Yeah, and I can't be the scout master if I don't get out of this plug if it breaks a little bit lower. So we're going to get out 944 here if that does break on plug. So yeah, I mean, that's, again, like I said, we'll take all these wins upside. And then if we happen to lose 4 cents, we'll lose 4 cents on plug, or 5 cents on plug. So that'll be fine if that does happen. But otherwise, let's wait for another 965 upside on this name. CCL still moving. I mean, everything is just making us some money here today. Let's check back in on Goldman Sachs. We ran that stock upside as well today. And then we did get out on this little bit of a break. So in and out for a nice win on Goldman. But now we're coming back to the upside. Small cap recap again already. Wow, this day is just going super fast. What up, B?
Hey guys, yeah, let's jump into the small cap world. Not a heck of a lot going on today, but we'll show you this one again. LCI, we mentioned it. Lannett gapping up in the morning distribution deal for a drug in the U.S. Let's talk about the daily time frame here. This was the 750 level we were talking about. You can see big time congestion between kind of 7 and 750. So we did get up into that area early on this morning. Even a retest of 7, the bottom end of this would have been great this morning. Didn't end up working out, but just wanted to explain. I mentioned just before the open, felt like I was chasing this a little bit down here to the sell side. We did end up forming a little consolidation here underneath 640. So out of that scalp on the right at the open, when you see this fail then lower, so you get a lower consolidation, then tests higher and fails, added back into this position, expecting more to the downside. Really hasn't done a heck of a lot. We're kind of sitting here, volume already drying up on LCI, but did give you a quick scalp at the open there if you were watching it. Did fail lower. FT really wanted this 380 to 4, had offers up here, didn't get hit. Obviously, could have been a little more aggressive here, 360 to 370. We're making new lows on FT, so a nice look to the downside on that one as well, even though it had come in a long way. This was the other one that I really wanted to open. It has not yet. Gene still nothing going on so far today. Still halted. An offering, news of an offering did come out, but nothing since then. Guys, back over to you.
I mean, space here, Neil. Let me take this one. Space is, this is why I want to take it, because we have to the moon graphic. There it is. Bang! Look at space, guys. We'll be tweeting this one out as well, guys. Follow me all on Twitter if you want some education. We're here. I'm also taking direct messages. Look at my, without showing everybody's name, but all these DMs, guys, they're all answered right there. So you let me know if you have any questions. We'll get you back on there. I'm trying to get to 4,700. I think I could probably do that today. But here we go. Dell today, Goldman Sachs today, Boxell today, coffee machine today. Nice little coffee machine here. Valeria refilled that for us. So that was a good one there. Thank you so much for that. Espresso machine, the best machine. I think you can get a Jura there. So good machine there as we're going. But space, guys, look at this. We take it here. We love that one. Thanks to Brendan for reminding me on space. And then we reload down here. Just as we said, I love this consolidation. And here we go. I'm making a lot more money in my own account than I am here. But space moving to the upside here, 11+%. Just keeps on ripping and rolling here. I did get out of some CCL. I'm not in love with this price action right now. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. So we got out again. We'll dump the rest of this if it breaks above 1610, which will probably happen soon. And then other than that, man, everything is just making a lot of sense. We take that plug out again at 58 on that move back upside. So now we'll dump the rest of our position under 10% now of plug. And that's just another name that's been destroyed over here, guys.
Yeah, I'm looking at consolidation on that ACIU here and looking to see if we can get more shares. I do have a stop at 11 on our short trade, so that's going to remain in play. But I love the community here. One of the reasons why sometimes we'll get names that we've neglected. I've seen a few times in the chat there when I've been able to follow along. HTBX, Heat Bio, they had the human trial anti-cancer treatment there. So you get a parabolic move that just turned around at $2. You like those even dollar moves. I like those pullbacks as well. So I'm looking for consolidation at 75. Much like we've been playing on Boxell to the long side. That's actually back below $4. So we stopped out, took half out in the 35 range, the other half out at 10. So the last long was break even. That's why you take profits. So that you can get a break-even trade if in the event it doesn't go for you. I'm now looking at HTBX at about 175 for some consolidation. Look how well the volume has maintained on this name. This is why I'm so interested here. You don't want to see it trailing off. We're into the session, and we're still heating up here on this name. So I'm going to start in. If we get consolidation 75 to 80 like I'm seeing, we'll jump into position here with a stop in and around 60, 65 in that range. I like area stops because the volume and liquidity is so good. You don't have to have a hard stop. You have it up on the level 2, and we can always monitor that.
Oh, Brendan, I just didn't know. I mean, I know there's a tech sell-off, which may be the answer to this one, but can you find out maybe if there's anything on Amazon? Because this is down 3%, and it's just been getting crushed the last couple days here. And I've tried to... Okay, space, the final frontier is here, guys. So we put on that smile. I know those of you guys on the chat room are loving space. Dax, what up, my friend? I know you're on this one. I see you there on space. But look at that. There's only so many charts I can tweet out here, guys. But there it goes, space. Just keeps on ripping. Check the profits at the bottom if you can, guys. There's nothing that we're negative on. We're negative on one stock, and that's Alibaba. BAC. Let's just review here. BAC, if you're joining us for the first time, follow me on Twitter. You'll see the kind of love, guys. 4,500 followers. I don't remember the last time I had a negative day, so there's that also. BAC, Scoutmasters in the building. We take that. Boxell, we just crushed this one. Unfortunately, we don't hold for all the way. way, I never do that. CCL has been a beauty. Short again. What up to Daryl on that one? Dell has just been absolutely a monster for me. I'm going to look to get out here if it breaks back down below 60-67. So there's an out for you there. Plug just got plugged up there, up to 65. Big win there. And then Space, I don't need to keep talking about it, but Brendan, how's your trading going today?
Pretty good day so far. Yeah, I'll throw up the headline there for Amazon, guys. The only real headline today, Stifel raising their price target to 3,300 from 2,600 on Amazon. Otherwise, yeah, 2 days in a row to the downside. Maybe some of those people that invested 25 years ago taking some profits, guys.
Nah, silly guys.
It was a random time to be doing that, guys. We just got into HTBX on the pullback there, so 81's the entry price. Certainly, it could have had 70s to 70, 75 to 77, but I like it on the way back up as opposed to on the way down. So we're already working in the money. I will take profit on the way to 2. It's going to be a breakout at 2 even if it gets there, but it's sort of rinse and repeat on that action. Look out below if ACU retakes that 10 even. First out will be in front of 950 if we can get it. We've had that short for a while, but it's never threatened $11, so no reason to get out of it. Box L looks like it might be another base that we're making down here at 380. Of course, that was a price we were taking profits earlier. I'd much rather that 350 to 360 we're loading up, but 380 holding. I now want to see a little more sideways action. Maybe consolidation from 75 to 4 even. Some sideways action at this time of day would give us another reason to go long. But watch out for ACIU. It's taken off the bottom if you're not short. The low of the day I'm seeing since the open was just around the price that we're at right now. I would watch the spread, however, because as much as, you can see this bottom at 10.04, go to the level 2. It's only 2 cents right now. When it broke last time, opens up 5, 10, 20, maybe even 25 pennies, depending on what you're looking at, how many gateways you have access to. So do watch out for ACIU. Great volume. Liquidity on those breaks can be a concern, even though it's done 21 million shares.
Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of with you. I'm willing to put a little bit of money here into a CCL long. I hate saying that, but I think you might be right here. Daryl, I see you talking about that. The reason why I'm looking at a 1610 break and then maybe up here to VWAP. The thing is, if you take the 1610 break and it doesn't go, then I think you can even just get out at 1605 or 1606. I know, I know that's not a big, huge position or a big, upside there because of that ratio, but I like it to a long here if we do break through 1610. So watch out for that one. Okay, I did have Dell. I do still have Dell. I just want to review. We're going to get out if it breaks here, 1660, just so everybody's on the same page. And then Space, again, we're in that 10% spot again that we have. So either way, it's not going to be huge no matter what happens, but we're still really happy. And again, we do trade with 100 share minimum. So you do see that. Someone did ask that question, what is the minimum board lot? So, and again, depending on what you're doing, you can actually trade 10 shares. So there is board lot minimums here. Follow Day Trade the World if you did want to. But and again, it's just a platform set up for experienced traders. Oh, someone tweeted at me yesterday. Are we doing paper money or real transactions? I mean, come on, man. We wouldn't be getting this excited if this was paper money, would we? We're trying to make real money here. 20 years experience. I think it's 19 for me. And yeah, I'm using real trades here. And I invite anybody to the floor if they want to and to see this, because it's a great trading floor here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And again, thank you so much for all the love and all the support. I showed you my DMs there. Answered. Send me a message on Twitter if you want something more personal, at TraderTV on Instagram as well. We're responding to everything we can, guys. Like Neil said, we're building the community. I'm happy to take over the social media role. We do have a great social media handle as well, at TraderTV.live. So definitely follow all of us. Oh, here's Space, guys. There's something on the bid here. This could crack. I'm not scared about it. Like I said, it's our last 10%. We're still going to hold all the way to VWAP, but watch out. There it goes. 60 just broke there. What's up, Brendan?
I was just checking sleep number here. SNBR earnings name today, 7% to the downside. Yeah, this is a daily chart. We'll zoom out a little bit. Thinly traded. They make those mattresses that you can blow up with air. So yeah, SNBR, smaller than expected quarterly loss. However, still down 7% today, guys.
Those mattresses you got to blow up with air. Yeah, I recently was told I'm going to be doing some camping coming up, and I need to get a quality air mattress. So shout out to our floor manager, Greg. I think he's going to be lending me his because I don't think I'll be doing enough to purchase my own. I want to get you guys to that HTBX, a little bit of scalping in here off of that bounce play. So it's put in a lower high, failing just in shy of 190. We did take some at 181. I'm going to basically try one more shot here in front of 175, see if we can get a big run up. And I'll be constantly working in and out of half of the position for the scalp up, and then loading back in front of that 175, looking to hold till 2 even, and then take a 2 even break if we can get it. So that's the rinse and repeat action we like to do when we're doing some scalp trading here. It's just have a plan. If you want to be doing the hold, fair enough. We're trying to work 2 things at once here because we have direct market access to day trade the world. It's a bit of an advantage. You know, it is what it is. You play with the tools that you got. If you don't have that, I don't mind holding as well. I think that can be a good play, especially in that box out, which I want to get you back to. And again, I wanted sideways action to be able to get in. And sometimes if you say what you're looking for and you have a plan, you got to follow it. So not being aggressive and wanting some consolidation. I'm not going to be in here on this next push up. The aggression has sort of stopped in the last 20 minutes or so. Looking at this time of day to see stronger consolidation than what I've seen here. But this just tells me box sell even stronger than I expected. Next level, that 375 to 380. If we can hold that, it's long in front of that price. If we ever see 3, that's maybe a hill to die on a little bit later on in the day, but file that away, guys. Also look for that top end break. When it happens after 1 o'clock, sometimes it's really good. So 465, that gets taken out before the end of the show. Great. After, probably even better.
Yeah, new position alert. I got another idea, guys. We're long J&J right now. J&J here off earnings. They made this little consolidation spot. This is a much better in down here at 50 on that break, but I just turned to it right now, and we did miss it. So we'll take it right now, breaking through 75. I love taking these kind of plays when you break through even dollar levels or quarters, 50s, 25s. You know about those trades for me. So we'll hold this one, and I'm only going to give this one back down here 40, 50 cents. Back down to the downside. You know what? I mean, we can almost give this one all the way back here to see if we do take. Yeah, let's give it this room. Let's see if it takes down 147. Good job there. Hey, my brother Jay. Thank you so much. There's another member. Look at J&J. Here we go, guys. Brother Jay, welcome to the show, and thank you for being a member. You're now going to show up on green. And again, guys, the members. Look, let's just be perfectly honest. Members ask us questions. It's easier to see. We are more likely to get to them. And as a matter of fact, I will get to them if they are member ones questions. So guys, $5 a month, please be a member. That's less than an execution to trade. So let's get going on that one. The top side, first target here for J&J is a break through 148 and then 148.20 for a 50-cent win. Let's see if we can do that on J&J, guys.
VXRT just took the top off through 1660. There was sort of a choppy break at 1640 that we would have seen earlier. That's the pullback I'm going to look for here. If it takes out 17, fair enough. Just worth remembering for those who haven't been following along, VXRT starting to creep back up towards this hard rejection price that it's had up and around 18. So you start to run out of juice there. If it ever takes 18 even, do watch out above, I guess, if you're a short seller. I'm looking to see if we can play any pullback or breaks. I definitely like 1650. If we get that one, that'll be the first leg in, and we'll take breakouts through highs of day. But 18 even for a couple of days has been some trouble to get to. Just watch out for that. You can get 50-cent wins, maybe $1, but through there, that'll be a second push that'll require probably some consolidation at some point. You know, I'm watching for 1650 here.
Yo, what up, Quavo? OJ, oh, wow. Oh, ask and you shall receive, guys. Wow, thank you so much for that one. OJ Ovio there. And Woody, what up, Woody? Woot on that one. Thank you so much for those members, guys. We're all going to just keep on doing that one. Yeah, J&J's a little weird. I don't know why someone just wrote that in there. That was Gematsu there. J&J weird. I don't know why it's weird. But I like J&J. It's kind of is a weird setup here today. A move downside. Their quarter wasn't huge, and I actually did forget about the fact that elective surgeries right now not taking place. So yeah, that's going to suffer some of their medical supply business. So I did not take that in consideration when I looked at the earnings yesterday when we talked about them coming out, obviously this morning. But J&J, yeah, not really moving on that earnings report. Like it as a long-term play. I'm just trying to see. It's not a heavy position. We'll average in if it can get back down here and then drop it below 146. Wow, I mean, Brendan, look at this. Like we getting support here from our members, man. I asked and we got 4 right away. I want to say a big thank you and a shout out to all, guys.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Thanks so much. We appreciate the support. Obviously, $5 a month. It's a coffee or maybe less than a coffee, depending on where you're located. AAL on the NASDAQ here, guys. Just watching some of the airlines. Florida case numbers just out. 4.6% increase again. Day over day increase versus the 4.4 average over the last week or so. So just watching some of the airlines again to the downside, guys.
I, for one, am shocked there. Watch out, a little pullback into that 380 we talked about in Box L. So jumping back in, and again, it's only dip buys that we're playing within this name. So there goes that 380. So we'll quickly jump in and out. Next level down was our 350 to 360, but I think we got Valeria. Let's go to her.
Thank you, Neil, and hello, traders. I hope your day going well. Guys, we are trying to reach 60,000 of subscribers, and we are very close, just 1,000 away. So please, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, do it right now and join the community. And of course, thank you very much to everyone who joined our membership. Guys, we are really honored that you joined our trading family, and you look really awesome on the chat. Very noticeable, and we hope you appreciate your privileges now. And guys, please smash the like button. It's so important for us to know that you appreciate what we do. Like and subscribe and join. I'll see you later. Back to traders.
Yeah, exactly. And all these reloads with Boxel seem to be, I don't know, I want to kind of put Boxel in the gates of hell because I was unable, I mean, look, it's one of my biggest stocks today. Let's just be perfectly honest. One trade here. The only thing is we didn't hold, so it's embarrassing for me to keep showing you this chart because it just should have been a short. Once you start seeing this downside and you break VWAP, it's kind of an easy short there. But if you shorted right here, then you probably would have taken out that profit before this happened. But right now we are bouncing back and forth here. I'm not reloading Boxel. We'll just get out. Again, I have 3% left, so I don't even know why I'm talking about it. J&J here, finally going. Was it? I thought we were going to break 148 there. We've got J&J on. Let's just review our positions here. Boxel. There's another one. That's like 7 straight members there, guys. I guess I need to ask more. Thank you so much. There it is. Scott Ward. Thank you so much for that one. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Sunday Spook, what up? I love Sundays because the next day is Monday. Woody, we already got you there. And OJ. So thank you so much, guys, for all that. And yeah, we love our community. Valeria just hit that out of the park there as well. And also, guys, you don't have to buy a sweater or anything like that, but I just want to tell you, these Trader TV sweatshirts, there's a white one up now with some sayings on the back. Valeria, if you could just put the link up to our whole board of what we have for sale, if that's possible. Check it out on YouTube if you do want to support the channel. That's another way to do it. Daryl yesterday had the fresh shirt there. Okay, there's the, if you click on that link there that Valeria just sent out, you will see more merch. But yeah, anyways, Daryl yesterday, thank you for the shirt and the mug shout out as well. I'm talking too much, but Hydration Nation still alive. I can see clearly now, but that's enough singing for me. I already have a job, so let's go. ACIU reversal at 11 even. We got that break finally. Do remember, when we got that long earlier, there was resistance at 13 and it was a hard turn at that price. We'll look to see if it can get back there. That will be everything out if we ever get to 13 again, guys. So it's going to be a break through that price. 15 was a double top as well. So if we do get running on ACIU, keep those 2 levels in mind. First 13, and of course, if we get there, we'll be very, very happy with a 15 out, but it's got to go first. Well, I don't want to take 25, 30 cents. This is a stock, it's $11 name. It's dollar moves here. The minimum out we're taking has been generally 60 pennies, then 80 to a dollar, $1.50. That's the type of range I'm working with in ACIU. Brendan, what do you got?
I wanted to get this to you quickly, guys. Digital Ally, big volume spike here. This is the security body cam or police body cam maker. Big volume spike, big price spike. Going to check on DGLY. Guys. All right. DGLY, Digital Ally. Yeah, that's been a good one name for a while here. That's a NASDAQ name, I believe. Yep. Okay, so $3. Let's see. We've already crushed Plug today, and now this. DGLY straight to the upside. Let's check a daily chart quickly. I know, Brendan, sorry, I know you had it up there, but it's hard to turn the head over. Okay, so we've been up here before. I knew we knew this name from before. 350, 360. Is that top, moving around now, 2.5 million shares. My day's already a monster today, but we will continue to trade here. Maybe 335, a decent spot here. Let's see if it breaks through 335. That's where I'm going to go long on DGLY, guys, 335.
Yeah, it's already sort of like Sean said, it's already giving you some of those levels that you've had a break. And if it gets consolidation, you got to look for some pullbacks too. The first one I would look at is about 285 going into not just yesterday, the day before, and the day before that. So watch out for 285 on the back end. If we get a pullback there, you got to play for some pullbacks as well as breakouts when you get a parabolic move to the upside just there. Another one, and I got to shout this one out. Thank you, Donnie Darko. There's a classic right there. If you guys don't know Donnie Darko, the film, go check it out. It's a good one. So love that name. Thank you for becoming a member to TraderTV Live. Get that fun emoji action going. Digital Ally, another mover. One of the reasons why you want to be following along, it's not just the trades, guys. It's also the names to watch. Brennan's going to be giving all those to you, and I'm coming in just, I think, a few seconds or a few minutes here. We're also going to have a sector watch. So he brings in what's going on in the broad market. We follow mainly equities, a little bit of the futures. But now it's time to get a more broad look at what's happening throughout the U.S. markets with Sector Watch and Brennan.
Broke my pen. Yeah, thanks, guys. We really appreciate the support, obviously. If you haven't already and you're joining us for the first time, hit subscribe as well so we can let you know when we come on every single time. Let's have a look at the overall S&P 500, 0.4% now to the downside. You're going to find the financials really the only group kind of offsetting an otherwise negative day. A little bit of strength over here in the material sector as well, but HIG and CB there, the big ones in the financial group as far as insurance companies are concerned. There's Morgan Stanley down there, 2.9%. I zoomed in on this a little bit more today. BAC to the downside, 2.7%. We mentioned earnings on BAC. Not so good. WFC as well, 1.4%. USB there, 1.3% to the upside. So a bit of a mixed bag as far as earnings so far in the financial group goes. Consumer discretionary stocks, all the travel names again, back to the downside. Big moves up yesterday, but the cruise lines here, NCLH, CCL, RCL, 7 to 12% in negative territory. Underneath that, where'd they go? Here we go. Marriott, LVS, and Wynn was there as well. So some of the hotels also in the red. Offsetting that, though, there are some durable goods makers that are in positive territory, but consumer discretionary stocks are red on the day. Tech stocks also in negative territory. Now the big one to the downside, 3% there. There's Microsoft, 2%. To the downside today, INTU, FTNT, and CRM to the downside, 2% for Salesforce there. GLW and HPE, the only ones kind of offsetting that. Everything else, bit of a mixed bag. I want to show you the transports here. AAL, UAL, DAL, and Love. Airlines, we talked about the cruise lines over here, but airlines in the middle here, 5 to kind of 3.5% in negative territory. FedEx, though, standing out. Obviously, a lot of people shipping packages, right? 2.4% to the upside. Bit of a mixed bag. That usually ends up with a bit of a nothing day. 0.4% to the downside so far, guys. Back over to you.
All right, guys. All right. Okay, DGLY, we did take that long there. Thank you, Brendan, for all of that. And I can't believe it's already 11:45, and we're having our best day this week, and it's Thursday, so that's good. And we haven't been negative this week, so okay. 4 straight days positive, and I think it's been, I'll run the numbers and get back to you guys, but if you're watching the show, you know the kind of damage that we're doing here. We'll give this one all the way back to VWAP, which is $3. We scalped it out for 5 cents there out of a third. And again, you know, the days, like I said, the day's so big now, we don't need to worry about any of these kind of trades, you know, falling down. It's not going to ruin our day at all. We'll wait for $3 to break. It looks like that's coming faster than we thought. Dell crashes back down to that 60-60 level. So we do give up $1 on our last 10%. Still a fantastic trade. Like I said, this is really the one that I'm actually most proud of today. What's up, Brendan?
On that Digital Ally, guys, looks like $12.1 million government contract for body cams. So there was a little bit of news behind that. Not a huge contract, I guess, $12.1 million from the government for those body cams. Guys.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't need much. Certainly still running above that $3 mark. Another pop up here in ACIU, but again, not above that 1150. I want to see it break 1150 before we take some profit. You sort of look at this opening range that we've put in. It's a $3 range on a $10 stock, and that's why you're hunting for 50-cent plus type wins, guys, because if it goes against you, you got to give this to at least that 1050 area, I do think, on the long side. So you want to make sure you're making more than that when you take that kind of a structured trade. Back to Digital Ally, we are still looking for an entry point here. I know 330, 340. I don't know. I like 285 back in on a pullback. Otherwise, it's probably going to be a 350 break for me on Digital Ally. It's not huge news, which means we could be running into a little bit of a short opportunity if we fail lower than 330 at this time of day, just because the risk to reward usually looks pretty tasty for me. The futures are still in about a 15 handle range, so you got to be trading some of these faster movers or names that are in play. I find at this time of day, that's what it's all about. And if I'm going to talk about the futures, I got to remind everybody that coming up, we've had already one. This is our second video on our Market Wisdom channel that's going to be dropped with futures as a topic, but more about futures as an indicator, not necessarily trading them. A lot of intraday traders, day traders, swing traders will look at the futures as an indicator for their equity trades. That's what the topic is going to be today. And as always, if you want something for us to be doing on an educational standpoint, throw it in the chat, tweet at us, throw it into the comment section of one of those videos. We will get to them all. Almost everything we do is a suggestion from you guys, our viewers and members. Thanks a lot for that.
Yeah, there we go, guys. Let's hit that. Just replying again to another tweet there. So, yeah, follow me on there, and we'll get to you guys ASAP. But look at SPCE, guys, all the way up to $21 right now. Yeah, we're all long everything. And now it just continues to go upside. Oh, yeah, and about that Digital Ally, what up? There we go, and that's a big move. I know Neil was waiting for 285, but nepa, no come. There you go, up to 335, out there, out again. So once again, just another winner here, and our day just keeps getting topped off as we go, guys. We are just on fire here today. What a day. We're out now. We have a third left. Now we'll hold the last third back to here, and what a day. Just rips up there. We get out in front of that 350. We go long at 330, out 340, then out again 350, and we're still holding DGLY. So there you guys go. Just a moonshot there. What up to Brendan for that one, and we'll do this coming through. Thank you for that. We get aggressive, take it out, and bang it. We wish we had more shares. There's another 10%, guys. I've given you 10, 20, 30, 50% on BoxL. Digital Ally right here. Ally going upside. Big time mover here. J&J waiting on that one. Sleepy time. Maybe I should just get out here for 25 cents, but we'll wait on that one. Oh, yeah. And by the way, what up, Space? Another hot dog right there for you guys on Space. Look at this long. Bang, bang, bang. The fun just continues, guys. I can't even tweet out any of these positions. Everything's a winner. No losers. Only loser. Well, I shouldn't say no losers, but 1, 2, 3. I mean, 7 or 8 symbols, maybe 9 symbols. Only trade bad. This one right here, Alibaba. But if we were showing P&L, guys, you would be like, wow, today. But it's been a big day, and I hope your P&L is just as big as mine. Let's go.
Yeah, we gave you that couple of plays here. I only like 2 things on Digital Ally. I wish I got 285. Didn't. We like 350 on the break. We did take that. Got it out on the way up, scalping into 65, scalping into 75. The next break will be likely 380 or 4 even. Or at this point, you're not looking at 285 on a pullback. You're probably looking at 3/4, 330 or so. So I will jump back into more shares on Digital Ally, but it's sort of one and done. Once you miss the first once I've missed the first parabolic move, I have very particular things I'm watching for on pullbacks and breakouts, and whatever works for you. ACIU, of course, we talked about this one, not wanting only 50-cent wins. So when we got that 11 break, I took the first bid out there for over 50 pennies. It's a 55-cent win. The next leg will be in front of 13 even, where there is a resistance from earlier. We took our last long out there as well. We'll take it out. We'll see if we get a $1.50 on that second half. It's another break through 13 if we get it. Brendan, what do you got?
KHC, guys, Kraft Heinz here having a nice day. 3.5%. Not a huge move, but nice looking chart here trending to the upside. A bit of a gap up this morning on a Deutsche Bank upgrade for this one. So through 34 up to 34.30 here. We're above the last kind of significant resistance over there on the daily chart as well for KHC, guys.
Yeah, look, I mean, the P&L thing has been a decision, not by me. Okay, Space, I thought it just went down there. Not going upside right here, but we'll wait to see here if that does come. But yeah, we don't show P&L because it's not about that. It's not about how much money one person is making versus the other or versus you guys. Everyone's trading different shares, so that's why. I mean, we're trying to make a community here. We're not one of those. I mean, you could see all the wins. I mean, all my trades are real. You could see them all here, so I don't know what else I need to prove to you. some of those other guys feel like they need to show their P&Ls to flex their muscles. But I mean, how about knowledge? Like, let's battle somebody in knowledge. What up, Daryl Flinch right now? Thank you so much. You were an absolutely gem yesterday. You're welcome back at any time. So there's the invite. You know how to get a hold of us. But we're pretty booked, I think, until August.
God, I want to say something about this chat tonight. Every single time I see this, I'm going to shout it out because Daryl giving the shouts to Roki1 and Matt. This is what a community is about.
Space.
It's about talking about ideas and taking those wins. And look, someone can show their P&L. I really don't care. Tell me what you're thinking in that moment and show me the trade that you're looking to make. And whether you made $1 on it, you made $100 or $1,000, to the person watching, it's literally irrelevant. Could you have had the trade? Yes or no? Could you have had ACIU on an 11 break? Yes. Did I tell you where I wanted in? Yes. Did I tell you where I wanted out? Yes. Did I give you my target? Yes. If I have a loss like that short, we took a short in here at 10.50 and we lost 50 pennies on it. You saw that happen. Now we're trying to take $1.30 on that long. If we get it, we'll show you. If I don't, I'll let you know that too, guys. But one person you always got to listen to, he's sort of the boss with the news. We got to jump to our good friend Brendan Wickens. I do believe it's Money Talks.
Hey guys, yeah, currency time. Let's get into FX world. A little bit of a muted board so far today. We don't typically look at Ethereum. Going to start at the bottom, work our way up today. So Ethereum, the big mover on the day, down 2.3%. Bitcoin did break 9,200, but just wanted to show you on this side, Ethereum did hold the top end of the range on that last push to the upside, and now we're back below this 240 area. So breaking this consolidation back to the downside today, coming back into 230. If you go back to, what is this? June, May-ish, this 230 area, a bit of a pivot as well for Ethereum. So from a technical standpoint, we're getting back into decent levels here for Ethereum. On the support side, Bitcoin, as I mentioned, down 1.2% as well. Everything else not really doing a lot. We had a little bit of US dollar strength coming back in. So some of these that were up a lot more than this earlier have kind of come back down to earth. Canadian dollar was positive earlier, now negative, down 0.1%, 73.9. We have the euro, the British pound, slightly higher on the day. Japanese yen, Australia, and New Zealand all slightly higher on the day as well. Guys, back over to you.
Superman is in the building once again, guys. I mean, whatever. I mean, I can't just keep doing this every day. Maybe I'll just calm down. But like I said, look at these winners. Look at the money. This is just growing, growing, growing. The account size just keeps on getting bigger and bigger. This is $1 and change. I mean, bang, bang, bang. We're still holding on to space. So the final frontier has not even arrived yet. And we are still ripping to the moon right here. Boom! That's what we're talking about. 21.25. Hallelujah. Oh yeah, J&J finally breaks through 148. So here we go. Another one. I mean, look at these winners we have on. They're just disgusting today. Keeps on moving for us. Great day today. My best day of the week. And you guys already know how huge we've been the other days. So here we go, guys. Making that cash to the upside. J&J, let's go, baby. We're sitting right around here. I got to check my price. It's in the teens, I'll tell you that much. And it's before 20 and it's not 19. So it's not 18, sorry. Here we go, upside, let's go. There it is. Bang! There we go. A nice little out on J&J. We wait, we be patient, and we hold. The winners are coming through. We may not show our P&L, but find me a loser. You can see P&L per share. To answer your questions on the chat, guys, you can see P&L per share below. So you'll be able to see which stocks we're destroying and which stocks we are not. But today, preach on truth, man. CCL, long side right now. Another one. Like we're long at 13. So here we go. How many shares are you trading? 2,000? Well, there's $70 for you. Get it while it's hot. We're still going upside on CCL, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, watch out for this digital ally, just sort of going back to this 360 idea. If you want to look at the daily chart, you do see a level there. It did rub up to that price at 380, but there was some lower consolidation at that 360 mark. So I think there is a decent chance of a channel in this range and maybe a pullback off of that 360 for a short. Sometimes you want to give that high a day on a short. I think it's a bit of a high flyer to do that. So if you are looking for a short trade, it would be in and around this 350 consolidation with a 360, 365 top when I look back at that daily. Otherwise, I still sort of like the idea that if we get to 3 or 285, I might take a chance there on a pullback long. But this is, you get into 11 o'clock, and you start actually thinking about on some of these high flyers, whether it's VXRT or when it makes its moves, that secondary break at 1:30, 2 o'clock that we've seen happen time and time again, and you want to make sure you're poised for that. So speaking of VXRT, It's consolidating on the high end of its range. That break would be at 17.15. The only reason I don't love it as much is it would be nicer if it was below this 16.40 and giving you more sideways action. But it is getting to that point of day where you are hunting for those bigger moves in the afternoon and then sort of laying back for some consolidation. I like 1540 on VXRT. I like a 1725 break. I'm unlikely to take anything in the middle. ACIU, yeah, we're in the money, 80 cents on that. Like I said, my target about $1.25, $1.30 for the rest of these shares. And 13 break, 15 defend short. That's a double top from the pre-market. Brennan, what do you got?
Another COVID-related name, guys. We've been used to AIM Immunotech here, popping up 15% today. Decent volume just coming in here as we broke two-day highs on AIM. They were teaming up with Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Research Center. Very, very long name, for some work on cancer patients that have COVID-19 as well. So AIM moving, guys.
Very good, very long name, but you didn't bungle it at all. I mean, if I had to say crap like that, I would be messing it up all the time. That's why we love Brennan. AIM is certainly a name that we are comfortable with. It does trade over on the AMEX. And one thing that we trade different markets here, and for us, we actually set up different keys for different markets. One thing I will candidly admit is I need to adjust my hotkeys because they are different in the AMEX than they are in the NASDAQ and the New York, which for me, that's a ridiculous thing. I got to get on top of that. There's a couple of keys that I use heavily, the routing keys. You want to make sure they're the same. Obvious to have a layout that is customized to what your preferences are, not necessarily what anybody else uses. That's one thing we've talked about with our market wisdom videos. So that's the kind of thing we'll let you guys know candidly. You'll see my hands on the keys all the time, but you got to make sure you have a way of executing quickly. Everything that you want to monitor at that given moment is there for you. Multiple charts, multiple level 2s, whatever works for you. Although we do say if you're starting out, start small. One chart window, one level 2. Don't overwhelm yourself with information. Just a couple of key things to look at there. But AIM over on the AMEX added to my list. I see this consolidation in ACIU here, and I didn't want to move my stop from break even. I might go ahead and do that and give it a 50-cent trail. When I see that heavy consolidation to the upside, it might give me another entry at some point. So I'm not at the point of doing it yet, but if it goes sideways for any longer, I might just have to lock in that 50 cents worth of profit that we got the first time.
Guys, I mean, there's CCL again, and I'm saying somebody stop me because right here, guys, all my averages in working, this long working, and we're almost out again. We scalped that thing ahead of 1625. I do think there's some more runway here, so let's wait to see. You do see the futures coming back down, though. And then this is what I'm talking about also, Digital Ally, backside now. It gets as high as 80. We're going to put an order out there, man. I mean, I got to take 20% on that if we can get that again. And then Space goes all the way, rips all the way up here, 2150. Maybe we just close that one off, guys, if it's there. Like I said, we'll need some beer money for the golf course there, Brendan, today. And why not take that off on Space very, very soon here. 2150 coming upside. You know what, though? If we break down below this little area here, I do need to save that beer money. So $20.69 we'll get out of this one. Space, I think I'll probably just drop it off here. Big run, 13.5% on a new CEO. So we'll have to do a little more work on that. But this is a good little area. I do like to get out if we do break consolidation spots here. So $20.75 we'll get out of Space. But hey, guys, it's a monster.
Yeah, we gave you one name that I haven't traded yet. It's going to be FTFT. You did see it just sort of pop in here. I don't get the 3 even break until it cracks about 307. Yeah, we chased it a few pennies. It's not the end of the world. We were looking to see if it would give you some consolidation lower. That's what happened. I was watching a $2.90 to $3 range. It bottomed out at $2.80, close enough. Now that we're back above 3, I'm going to start rounding into a long trade in front of that low. So you take that $2.80 low of day. If it holds that, you build a bit of a long position throughout lunchtime. If you get a move up, you've got plenty of room to run here. I think if you get to about 375, I'm going to like that for almost everything out. That'd be a huge win. But we'll take things out in front of the quarters, 25s, 50s, and 75s towards that upside we're going to be taking. I see a little something which is hilarious. I can't wait till we get it. I have a bit of an interesting look here. I can see the big board from where I am, but they're setting up for something really fun here. But just getting into FTFT, a new position, I only have the long there. And of course, ACIU, which is bouncing back up to 12. Quarters will take some out. 50s will take some out. Ultimate target is 375. That would be a break in and of itself.
Guys, okay, yeah, we are setting something up here, and we'll see what happens. Okay, J&J here. We can have a quick look at that again. I guess we should have took them all out, but whatever. We'll only give this one back to VWAP. It doesn't seem like it wants to go. No, we'll try 147.50. I was going to give it all the way back here, but again, this may be, like, if we go long at 80s here and then take out 60 cents and then lose 20, that's good ratio there. What up, Brendan?
There we go. Okay, yeah, update on the weather, guys. Greg, pay attention. I know you're watching. There's a hole. Update, breaking news. There's a hole in the weather right here. This is, if you look at the bottom here, this is 3:10 p.m. So at 3:10 p.m., there's a whole bunch of, yeah, not so nice stuff right over top of us. But just after that, guys, at 4 o'clock, there is a hole in the weather. So, but don't worry about that. There's a hole in the weather. Breaking news.
Come on, Brendan. That's good breaking news. See,
there's an interactive one. I think you can see it actually. You hit the start. You can see it actually moving on there. I don't know.
I think this is more like in case Trader TV doesn't work out, which that's obviously not going to happen. Brendan going for a job.
Oh, he can do it all. Right?
In a weather department. So good job there, Brendan. Spread those wings, buddy. Let's get a European update from Miss V.
Hey guys, welcome to the European update. Europe mixed today mostly in a negative territory, though Italy is up 0.43% and Russia is up 0.43% also. Britain is down 0.32%. Germany is down 0.18%. France is down 0.12%, while Dutch beer maker Heineken fell 2.6% as its first half net revenue fell 16.4% due to the lockdowns. That's all with the Europe, and I'll keep you updated. Back to traders.
So I'm on the screen here for Digital Ally only because it just tested that top once again. It's 379 high. It just got shy of that by maybe like 3 or 4 cents here before pulling back in. Double top action, which means we like the break. We're still going to take it. I did reload into FTFT. We talked about getting out in front of quarters. 307 long, and we'll zoom in. It's a little hard to see here. 307 entry point when it broke that 3. I did have to chase it a little bit. We just took some out at 322, so a quick little 15-cent scalp. I was looking for a deeper pullback, but missed this at 10, chased it again up to 320. It feels like this stock, despite the fact it's done 6 million shares, it opens up a spread every now and then of a couple of pennies, so have to be a little bit more attentive to it when I'm trying to get into position. As like I see there, it just opened 3 or 4 cents, and you can chase it a bit. I do like it much more if we get a pullback in front of 3. 280 is that low of the day that we're watching. I'll get you guys back to ACIU. It is once again in the money, over $1, close to my target of $1.20, $1.30 of an exit point, our second entry point. Now that we're back above 12, I am going to adjust my stop. We will have a break even, not a break even stop, but a 50-cent sort of trail idea. We'll make sure we lock in 50 cents worth of profit in the event that somehow it doesn't go an extra 20, 30 cents for me to get out. I want to make sure we lock in that, what a nice little return here on the second half of our position. We've been long several times here. The only time we lost was on the short side. I'm going to get away from that. And look, we line them up, we knock them down. I put one in the gutter trying to short this name, but it's been all long since then. It'll be another one on a 13 break we've talked about all morning long. It'll be another one on a pullback into 11 even. And then from there, I really do hope we get a shot at that double top we saw in the pre-market at 15. That'd be a heck of a level for me to take a shot shorting in front of. I know the first short didn't work, but look, that's a setup that I gotta have. It is a reverse long if I get it, but so far for me, it's been one of these. And I don't know what it means, but it needs some sauerkraut on it. It's one of those hot dog wiener type days. Winner, wiener. I guess that's the play on words we're going for. But ACIU, a nice little runner, again, giving that $1.25 that we're looking for. You had to wait for this one, but it gave you lots of opportunity after we got in on some consolidation to take it. And then after we got our first leg out, some further consolidation to get the secondary target. So if you're following along, and we give you the structure of the trades, the ideas that we're working with, the levels that we're watching, but some of the best ones do come if you tune in at 9 a.m. and go through our pre-market prep with that watch list. I know you got Dell that way. ACIU was a late entry to that list, but this is where you get some of the bigger winners from. Make sure you're tuning in at the beginning of the show, 9 o'clock.
No, Dell was me. Dell was not on our list today, but we missed that one. So that's
what I said. Talked about.
Yes, exactly. Talk about it. Sorry. Yeah. So we gotta. And again, guys, follow us to the promised land. We're here today and every day. So here we go. Okay. We did get flushed out of that J&J. Again, good out for me there. We'll take that. Again, it's going to be a loser on that one. So we put J&J. I mean, it's such a small loser, but we put that in there backside. And again, guys, this is the kind of knowledge that we're doing here, trying to give you guys some risk parameters here. 147.80, then 40 cents there on the first third. Then you get out for that other 40-cent loser on the second two-thirds. So it's just a very, very small loser there. That's why, you know, when you're in Scalp Nation with us, that's why you got to take that. Look at this too, CCL. We did scalp some out, guys, but we have still on board a decent amount of shares here on board for CCL. So let's keep running this one to the top side here. I love that 1610 break. We talked about that. We scalped it out. Now let's hold some more for a moonshot upside here. Just got to make sure that my orders are still there and pending. You did talk about Digital Alley there. We'll go upside here. We've had this right here again. We'll put an order here just to get out if it does come back to 70. We don't need to look that in the face again. But here we go. CCL. Nice little top. Breaking through this. Good spot to get out right now. Some consolidation tops here. Let's get a little bit out here on CCL, guys.
Yeah, and now looking at that FTFT pulling right back into $3, so you know that means I'm going to jump back into some shares. I prefer this price a heck of a lot more than the re-entry we got at $3.50, and I gave you the reasons why. So we get this next little pullback. If we can zoom out to give you some perspective on where the stock has come from, it's worth noting. This is why we like the bottom. I know when you zoom in, it looks like, well, what are you going long in front of there? No, it made a nice little bottom at 280 right here. 268 was the previous close. Big time gap to the upside, and now it's looking like it wants to make a secondary move. We've already taken some profit on the first leg. Now we're just sort of reloading on the second. ACIU has bounced back to the downside, so we are watching that rather closely. But one that I saw a few people talking about, at least asking about, rounding out to the top once again, DraftKings, or Donkey Kong, as I know Sean likes to refer to it, looking like it wants to break through this 34.50 one more time here. I love this 33.50 area if you ever get it again. This is a place for me where I like the idea on a sideways market at 11.06 to be able to take a quick little shot shorting DraftKings. Why? Because high of day is so close. I mean, you're probably taking a break anyways. If I can catch something in this range, 34.25 to 34.40, you break 34 even, maybe you get a move down into that 60 range, and then otherwise you're holding it to the high of day, which is right here, right now. It's just a risk reward type of thing, as strong as the stock has been. I do like fading these at lunchtime. If it goes sideways, I think that favors the short. If it breaks up, you're likely getting a long break at 60 anyway, so 25 cents is not a heck of a lot to risk on DraftKings.
No, yeah, I think you'd have to risk a little bit more, but yeah, time of day right now, 11:10. So that's why we get out of that CCL. And I mean, guys, look, I mean, there it is right there. We have the shares on. I tell you guys that we're at the top right here, and then we get some out of CCL and save ourselves just 5 or 6 pennies to the downside, and then take some more out at 25. Now we're comfortable holding the rest. This trade is now guaranteed. I mean, it cannot be a loser. This thing can drop all the way to zero, and won't be a loser now. So we'll wait to that one and hold this for a little bit. Brennan, again, what up?
Another one from the medical group here, guys. OPGN, 7.4% on the day. If you go to the daily chart, though, yeah, not a lot going on. $2 definitely support on this, but nice little move here, breaking above this recent resistance on earnings. They reported earnings after market yesterday that were better than expected, guys.
We're going to have some more agua now. We are getting close, guys. What am I talking about? We're past 11 now. We're bumping on the other camera, guys. There we go. We are waiting on here. We're near that 1 p.m. mark, so we're getting close there. But I can't take this on the golf course, or maybe I can. This is a little heavy, but yeah, we'll see in that one. A gallon of water. Let's just keep pounding that back, guys. Like I said, I don't know if this is affecting the trading or not, but trust me when I tell you, we're making a lot of money, and we're having a huge month. So we just started that, so I can see clearly now. We keep saying that, and sometimes I sing it. So look at that CCL. This is what we're talking about, seeing clearly. I'm going to call it a perfect out there. And I know it could still go more. Who knows? But look at that, guys. We talked about that. Pounded the pavement there and getting out. Then we get out the rest there. And now we're holding such a small amount that doesn't even matter. So CCL now breaking down. I'll still get out. We'll still be disciplined and get out down here around this bottom area here, 1604. But yeah, the money just keeps falling in, guys.
You like Street Fighter, Sean? I like perfect as well. But we'll go perfect exit right here at the top in front of ACIU. We talked about that 13 area, rounded out about 1250. It just slammed back to the downside, and right before my eyes, it halted. In our system here, Day Trade the World with P Pro 8, you will see it go all gray, so it's nice and easy to see. But big time fall down, and this is why you got to take profit if you're making this type of a trade, especially in front of a key level. This is right where it failed on the way back down from 13 again. So this is why we took it out in front of that price. We gave that one to you live. DraftKings sliding in here, what, 10 cents in the money? That's not enough. I want to move down to 34. Fail maybe back into VWAP for at least a portion of the position. I'm only risking a high day like we mentioned there. So if we open back up in what will be about 5 minutes or so on ACIU, and it's holding this 10 level from before, I think that's going to be your jump off point. But I tried shorting once on a 10 break. That didn't work out. But coming from a downward halt, still up 50%, the second time could be a charm. We'll watch for that open in 4 minutes. But until then, let's go to Brendan at the big desk.
Just popping up on a volume scanner here, guys. One from yesterday, JRJC, 12%. Yeah, big time volume just coming in as we break higher once again through $16 now on JRJC. This is the one had that monster move higher yesterday, but kind of faded off throughout the day. They were teaming up with Dow Jones Industrial to provide financial data on their own financial platform, guys.
You know what stock? Morgan Stanley, guys. We missed Morgan Stanley. I don't know what happened. I didn't trade it today. I must have not put that order. Oh, what up? Freddie Flamingo here falling down. So what's up to Freddie Flamingo there? Right here, guys, Morgan Stanley. I don't know how we missed this because we were talking about it taking this out here, 51.75 and then 52, but it was a little choppy, but I mean, it's just been following VWAP here. We would have not gotten out of this one up to 53. We don't have it, so it's kind of irrelevant. I'll have to rewind and watch to see, because I actually didn't write it down. I make a little list here every day of some ones that we really, really do like. I like J&J. Actually, I started to the downside there, so, and yet I go long. But okay, right here, 52.35. Just wondering, I'm going to have to look back to see what we liked here. It must have been this move upside in the pre-market and then pulling back down, but something tells me that it would have been right around here, 51.75. So if we gave that call to you and you took it, congratulations, because right now Morgan Stanley, nothing but cash to the upside here. Goldman Sachs, we've traded that one long today. That's been a winner, but again, get flushed out. Should have held it to VWAP, back up to 220, another 1%. Let's check out on my favorite bank, which is JP Morgan, the one I'm actually invested in, now near day's high. So good job for you, JP. 101.25, I think we'll take that breakout.
Reverse in Donkey Kong, I guess I'm going to say that from now on. On the top end break, you risk 20, 25 cents. We're going long anyways. I like that bet risk to reward. I also like jumping into the long. I was looking at Morgan Stanley too. I actually did have something written down, and it was at 52.75. So you know what? Maybe that's going to be a pullback area. Banks are looking strong. Maybe some rotation. I know Kevin's been talking about that in the chat. So look out for those looks. And speaking of, we of course do have a trading floor behind us. It's worth keeping in mind. You can see there's a look. Big floor, very, very empty. There may or may not be some traders coming. Not many, but a few. Starting very, very soon. But one of those is Kevin. He's in the chat. He gives his thoughts on some of these symbols that he's trading or looks in the overall market. So if you see him in there, that's who he is. That's what it's all about. It's all about that community. That's one good thing about a floor and an advantage of Day Trade the World. So we still do, of course, take advantage of that as well. You can see right behind. What a great look, Rob. You can see right behind me our sponsor. So if you saw that guest trader of the day, Daryl, you knocked it out of the park. He's going to get one of these puppies here. Lewis Daniels watch. They're our sponsor. All of our guest traders this month and next will get a free Lewis Daniels watch. We're happy to have that. It looks fantastic. You know what also looks fantastic? Brendan at the big desk. I
just saw Apple, guys. Canaccord just out saying 444. They put a 444 price target on Apple. But yeah, we're negative, down 1.6%, actually just breaking two-day lows despite that news. So yeah, it's just marching higher. But overall, 444 from Canaccord, guys, on Apple.
Unbelievable, that daily chart. I love me some Apple, but you know, apples or not, we never really see apples anywhere around here because it's fruit salad time. And for some reason, guys, there's never any apples up in this fruit salad. So thank you again for that great little look here. Today, fruit salad, I think it's sponsored by grapes. We got red ones and green ones and a little bit of melon here as well. But look, guys, I mean, I'm basically done. All these trades are just cash money so far today. I'm at the highest spot I've been at, 0 LFD. That means that I'm at my highest spot I've been at today, and I've already told you that it's my biggest day this week. JP Morgan, we do love that break here, 101.25. We will wait for that to happen. So that's that. I did want to shout out now that I'm just chilling. Dave Kinsley, or Kinsley there, I don't know, KN. Welcome, thank you, Dave, for that one. And then thank you to Mark. So Mark and Dave, big shout outs to you guys. Thank you for becoming members. And yeah, right now, yeah, we're sponsored by Grapes, Callaway Jones. So right there, Superman is in the building, trying to get healthier here. I know Callaway, we had you on the show again, another great guest. And I did want to bring it up here. We can show on the wrist. We'll go this. There's the Lewis Daniels. We're wearing those. Thank you so much. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see what there's the lighting, but sharp looking watch here, blings all over the place. There we go. There it is. Thank you so much. Nice little look. I'm black on black here. There's a few different options. Head to their website and you'll be able to see all of that. But thank you to Lewis Daniels for the sponsorship. No guest trader today, but Valeria will drop the link on how to become one. All of our members that follow through with Guest of the Day will receive a Lewis Daniels watch for the month of, I think it's July and August, but when you send that email in, you'll find out if you qualify, guys.
Yeah, and we did get a reopen on ACIU above that 10 mark, so I would have liked to see it actually test 10 even on that reopen. It didn't do so. I think at some point, halt down once. If we get that bottom test, it was a horrible try at that short at the bottom because it was so much buying at that price. It just hung there, and then look at this awesome test. If it does it one more time, I think you got to take the long in front of 10. I am going to be taking the short if it does break, but I think one shot, we're going to give it to that long side trade. DraftKings, we're going to catch that pullback as well. We talked about breakouts in one of our further videos. Leave some for the pullback, so make sure you catch that action if it tries to jiggle you out. But ACIU, I'm not going to be getting off this chart in the short term here because I want to have my finger on the trigger. If we take out that low, I'm going to be all over it. FTFT, we're loading up in front of 280. That's the low of the day. We've taken some profit at the quarters. Now we're looking to reload in front of that 280 mark. I got some there in the mid 90s. I'll add one more time at about 90 to 85 to 90. Last shot in front of 280. So a couple of longs here for you and looking for a short in ACIU through that bottom, only through that bottom.
Yeah, the market be fallen. So here we got another little one here for you. The market's coming to the downside, now down 0.76%. Bye-bye, B. There you go. Honey, pretty good. But the market is now falling. CCL, really happy with the way that trade turned out. I'm really most excited about, I'm really most excited about that weather forecast, Brendan. What you got for us?
I am also very excited about that weather forecast. BKYI, guys, did halt there on the huge push to the upside. BioKey is the one doing the biometric scanning locks on doors and stuff like that. It was the Orange County Community College, not University of California, Orange County Community College. They signed a big contract with to do theirs. Yeah, still up 86% here. Still doing quite nice volume, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to start thinking about shorting early on this ACIU. As long as it's going to be below this 11, which was a level before, I think we'll take one quick shot short in front of 11 even. I still like the 10 even break, but I think we can have a chance to get in early on what might be slightly low risk. And again, this is not to say we're doing it because we're up on the stock. It's not what it's all about because he had some long wins there earlier. It's just more about holding that opening range off of a halt. When it's a downward halt is a setup that I usually like. So I'll go here, and if it breaks 11, I'll give it one shot to go through. I want to be manual with this one. I don't want to have an automatic stop trigger just because the spread does open up and it's got a wild range. So I don't want 1 cent to be the difference here. If it trades above 11, I'll make a judgment call when I look at that bid on level 2 as to whether or not I want to get out. Just short it here at 78. I will take it out in front of 10. Why? Because I'm going short into 10 and break anyways. Target 50 to 80 cents worth of a win, re-entry at 10, out somewhere above that 11 mark on a not a hard stop, but an area stop on ACIU.
Okay, I haven't traded ACIU at all, but one thing that we are trading today is the roller coaster that is space, and it just keeps on going upside. I'm thinking maybe 2150 here. We'll just cash this out. Big day today as well. Look, I'm pretty light right now, so I'll take this opportunity to let you guys know. Follow me here. Let's see how many followers. Did we get to 46? No, 4670. Oh, 46. Did I want 4600? I don't know. I don't know how many followers we have, but right there, nice little day there. Thank you so much for that. We will continue to post there, and I will continue. I see I just got 8 direct messages right there, so definitely, guys, follow me through, and we will talk about that. Box L making another run. Oh, and if you do have Instagram, guys, at Trader TV Sean, here's Brendan and I the other day where I'm sporting this hoodie, so you could definitely watch that back if you didn't. And this is what we're all excited about so far here today. See if Brendan and I can once again hit the links out there. I got a little more sun on my legs now, so hopefully that'll turn out a little bit better. But that's Instagram, and that is social media. Also, one of my favorite quotes here, guys, that we put on social media. You know, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And if you're fighting Mike Tyson back in the day, yeah, he's short, you know, he doesn't have a big reach, and then you get punched in the mouth and you have to regroup. I'm not sure who we're throwing to, so just throw it.
Guys, just seeing a headline, a couple of headlines actually on Twitter, marching higher still. I mean, we're down on the day still, down about 1% here, but just breaking to new day highs. They're talking about the U.S. Intelligence Committee looking into this hack as far as the Twitter accounts go from yesterday. So we'll keep an eye on that, but a few headlines just popping up on Twitter right now, guys.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a look there. Brent, I haven't seen anything when it comes to, you're asking about the level 2 of ACIU. I haven't really seen any big buyers on the bid at 1075. I'll let you know in the chat or verbally here if I do see anything, but I am watching this level 2 like a hawk. But Valeria has something for us. What do you got, V?
Hey guys, just a reminder, if you're not a subscriber yet, please hit the subscribe button now. You also can join our membership. Members have their names in green on the chat, so they're super noticeable. Members have Trader TV Live custom badges that will be updating with more months you are a member. And also you have members only emojis. Guys, you can find join button on the homepage, or you can join us at the link I'm sending on the chat. And of course, guys, 1K likes is a traditional ready. Please smash the like button. It's so important for us to know that you enjoy what we do. I'll see you later, and back to traders.
To the upside here? Yeah, that's another name. Okay, there we go. I mean, we keep on talking about space to final frontier, but look at this thing. Virgin Galactic just making new highs again. And yeah, we've got this, man. More hot dog winners on board for you guys there. Let's just keep going to the upside here with this name, Space. We've just not given up on this one. I mean, where are the losers today? Here, bang, bang, bang. That was pretty easy. Digital Alley right now is trying to make a move up. We're going to see if we can get out there. That's been a monster for us as well. Box L, we don't even need to talk about it. CCL, shorts, and then longs and cash money right there. I mean, what else do we want to talk about? Everything's been cash. Dell, look at this out. We get out there before falling back down. So, yeah, I mean, everything is turning up this guy today. What up, Beep?
This is actually a headline I saw yesterday, but they're reiterating. Yeah, Yahoo Finance here. Beyond Meat moving into Brazil. That was actually out yesterday, but big spike right now in BYND. Yeah, big time volume and a spike for BYND, guys. That's all I see.
That was yesterday's. Okay, I mean, we saw a big move. I know a lot of people were talking about that in Beyond Meat. Brent, just an update there. I took out my ACIU. I saw it go above that 11 mark. It pushed back down. Another buyer stepped right back up with a bit of an iceberg at 11 a couple of times. That's a battle I didn't want to wage with that first short. I'm going to look for something other than the 10 even break to the downside, but that's what I have on the radar right now. You take that quick little 25, 30 cent risk. I think it's worth it. You've been getting bigger wins than that if you're trading that name. FTFT, I did get another reload. It's starting to bounce back to the upside, but I don't want anything out until it gets back to that 3/4 mark. You're long off that 280. You want to make sure you're taking profits in the 3/4 range, and then maybe if it gets up to VWAP, you'll take another leg out there. 335 to 350 would be the next target area.
I just took some Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat ripping up right now. Brendan, you have more news. I'm long.
Yeah, put it up there on the screen. KFC making a deal with Beyond Meat. So KFC going to have Beyond Chicken, I guess, guys?
I don't know, but I'm beyond long right now, so we're long right here. 132, we take that long. This could fall back in, and if it does, that's fine. We'll give it back here to about 130, so we'll take that risk all the way back down to 130 here on Beyond Meat, but we're long 132, and ho-hum, just another 50-cent win. I'm in the building, guys. Like I said, I don't know what else to do here except for give you guys these winners. Space making new highs. Beyond Meat just rips up in the money there, 50 cents, so good little trading here. I want more on that, though. If you're trying to scalp it, then do that. But KFC, probably a big name. We're only up $2 or $3, probably more to go once that becomes public. So we'll wait to see if that's through. I mean, I know it's public, but wait till other media formats start talking about it. 130 is my out, guys. Welcome, new member alerts, guys, right here. I did want to thank you guys for joining up again. Welcome, Window Will there. And then also let's welcome Aman Singh. Thank you guys again. Wow. The love and the support that we see on this show has been fantastic. Maybe it's due to all the winners, guys.
Yeah, watch out for that Beyond Meat. Yesterday's action in the afternoon, you did see a nice little bottom here at 130.150, which is where we're pulling back into. But just below that, you have 130.50 as well. So if there's going to be a dip back on the news and a secondary move, I'd expect it to be in that channel right here. You know, I like to always go back in before I jump into the trade. So I like this 130.150 area on the first pullback into 130.50. ACIU, I think we might have made the right call there. But I do like this one still short through 10. Even if it gets there, we'll definitely be short. But right now, I'm getting the dip in Beyond Meat. I still have that long break in Donkey Kong. It's still holding the top end of the range. I find myself only in longs. I am looking for a short in ACIU. I was looking for a short in our good friend BOXL at some point. Just hasn't really given you anything in that range that I love. But do watch out for what I think could be a secondary scalp break through 420. I'm not making it up. Look at it on the chart, guys. 420, it resisted here, then broke VWAP. It's about to take it. It's not a random number. It's just the price on the chart. I'm going long at 420 on BOXL.
Neil loves the 420 line.
It's not my fault it shows up. It's not my fault it's there. BOXL, we've been trading it all day long, and then right there, you get 420 right here at 1032. Makes a little bit of a leg there where it couldn't get back to the upside through that price. That's why I got to go long when it breaks.
Guys, we just take a 130.50 long there, 130.63 long on Beyond Meat to average in. So right now we're back into the money on this name. So Beyond Meat, we did it again. Let's just see if it gets going higher. We'll see if it wants to take 132 again. Not sure it wants to. The news is in, and now it's fading back down. So watch out for this 130 break. But we did reload down here. So yeah, we put our money where our mouth is, and let's just see if it does hold down now. 130.50 we just got in. Let's wait to see what happens to the downside now on this name. I'll take it out though. Some of it, no, I'll just take out the reload down here at 32s to see if we can't catch that $1.50 right there. I mean, the reload right now is 70 cents in the money. So we'll wait to see on that one and see what can come through. But right now there's nothing else going on. BOXL, this is going on. We're still long from here, 360. We gave it all the way to 350. That doesn't hit. Now it makes another top right here. Probably a good spot to get out, guys. Let's just celebrate today's day and get out here at $4.15 on BOXL. If that one wants to go, we'll probably, you know what? Let's just hold it, man. Let's hold it for this moonshot again. I'm not getting out of BOXL.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about BOXL is it's actually the reload price that we initially were taking. The first reloads were at 350. It's held that pretty well. So, you know, as much as I like a breakout at 420, you got to like those original prices that were so good to you earlier in the morning. So I don't see any reason to get out of it. I'm going to take the quick shot in and out of Beyond Meat. When I looked at it on the retracement play, if you catch the break, great. If you're looking for the pullback, you got to identify a level. 130.50 was it for me. I went long, an average price of 131.25. So we take a 75-penny hit on Beyond Meat there. So we'll file that one away as a losing trade. If it goes upside, great. The structure I quickly looked at was just yesterday's key prices, and that's going to end up being a losing strategy on that trade. But BOXL here, I'm still looking for the 420 break. I am now going to think about a long. Probably in the 60 to 70 range if it gets there, with around a 350 area stop, just because that was so good earlier on in the morning. I don't think we can get too far away from it. We've got to take another shot at that one in BOXL if it gets there.
Yeah, we're just holding our one shot. And it's been a monster, but obviously we missed that 450 run. So BOXL, we're still pretty huge on it today. My biggest stock today, though, net-wise, is Dell. That was an absolutely beast of a trade there. So happy that we got some out there and there. These were really my two big outs, 1, 2, 3, and then we held a little bit, and you guys know that story, so no need to talk about that anymore. Digital Ally coming back down. We're going to get out if it breaks through, I think it was around here, $3 down to the downside there. Should have maxed it out there at 380. We are waiting to see if that one comes back. We do have an order out there. And then space right now, I'll just hit it. There we go, upside on space, guys. We are at the day's high here. That's $1.25 in the money. So yeah, it's been a very, very positive day for us. Okay, come on, Beyond Meat. Here comes Beyond Meat back to the upside now. 31.50, getting a little bit excited here as the futures want to go. Darn it. We were almost there, back upside there. We almost broke through 50. Then we go to 32. So Beyond Meat tried to get going there, but it did not. So we'll have to wait on that one, guys. Beyond Meat.
Yeah, Digital Ally, I just want to get back to this thing. I basically just been one and done to that long trade. And I got the 3-minute up, so it's going to look a little condensed here when we took that 50 all the way up to what was the high of the day now. I am looking at this level, that 320 on the back end here. Did brace one time. You want to see at 11:30 or so throughout lunchtime some consolidation, some sideways action before jumping back into the long. But if it's 320, then that's the price that I like. If we get some sideways action there, I'm going to jump into a bit of a long trade. Second long for me on Digital Ally. But Brendan's got something for us. Let's throw it to him.
Outlook Therapeutics, guys. OTLK, recent mover to the upside. Daily chart, huge move from 60 cents to 160. We're taking out these highs right now, so big resistance around 150, already gone. Next level, kind of 155, right where we are right now. They enrolled their first patients in a human trial for a cancer treatment as well, similar to that other symbol that we were looking at earlier, guys.
Oh, right. Yeah, there it is. Hit that join button, guys. We got a few new members today. Thank you so much for that love. And by a few, I mean a lot, I think. So we'll wait to see if that one comes through as well. Thank you so much to all of our members again. We appreciate all the love and the support that we can get on the show. So thank you for that. Virgin Galactic making moves. And then now here we go. Beyond Meat coming back down to the downside. So we're going to watch out for this 130 break. We'll get out if it breaks through 130. That's the bottom of this consolidation spot there. I don't even want to average in. This is a news-based play here, not a technical play. Obviously, we missed that move up there on KFC. Thought we would have some more runway there, but whatever on this one. We'll wait to see Beyond Meat. Again, it's 11:30. We did talk about just chilling out. That's why you saw Hydration Nation back in the building now. We can calm down, just trade the positions that we currently have, and we do have space. I mean, look at this one, guys. I mean, if you're with me on that one, then yeah, we got to get another emoji going because the money's just been coming down here on space today, and that just keeps going upside. And look, bang, bang, bang. So big trade there. We'll just wait to see where this falls, but $22, wowzers on space.
Yeah, we talk about sideways action. I'm just jumping over to Tesla. This is the time of day where you do want to hunt for some good moves in the afternoon. We like to leave you with a few ideas there. We like 420. We like 522 on Tesla. Just looking at the top end of this range, I am seeing what I like to see off the open is a nice little, not parabolic, but hard move in and a hard turn back to the downside. You're seeing it put in some higher lows. It's sideways in the market. If we get an up day, Tesla could be a leader through 1520. I'd watch for that break and be able to take that one for a bit of a scalp to the long side. We did identify a level and I think we both looked at the same chart and looked at the same thing in and around that 1560 area. So you get a 1520 break, your target would be that 1560. Another reason why you should tune in the morning. So if you miss this rant right here, you already heard about that 1560 level and you got a target if Tesla breaks to the upside. So that's what I'm watching, which I don't think that'll be a trade before the next 29 minutes at the end of the show. If we catch 1520 long in Tesla, I got a 1560 target, and you guys already know about it.
Okay, I mean, here I am just chilling out. I don't even check my orders. J&J, we go short right now look, we wrote down J&J. Unfortunately, this chart is not going to be good because I have this wick here. We got to adjust it, but we are breaking back down below this little range that we had here, 46.80. So we are going to take a risk here on J&J, making that move back to the downside right now. But I think I'm just going to get out of a lot of these positions here. But the market is trying to fall down here. Beyond Meat's making another move back to the upside. So 146.96 here short on J&J, and it's moving to the downside here. Just trying to get out of the way here of 146.80. If that happens, then we'll see hopefully a nice little flush down here on J&J, guys.
Yeah, I just want to jump back to an oldie, but I don't know if it's going to be a goodie today. I do have a level that I am watching on Lemonade, and it's going to be, look, it's been a retracement play. If you're not familiar with this IPO, it was just, look, it was last week, like on the 6th or the 7th? Oh, actually, yeah, it was on the 6th. Got up to almost $100, came all the way back in, priced at 29, opening at 50 and making a parabolic move up. But look at the consolidation at the bottom. And I think, you know, it's eventually going to test the 68 area on a 70 break. I'm likely to take 72 breaks to the downside, 70 breaks, 68 breaks, just on a retracement play. And you get a move like that, if it can't hold this sort of a halfway zone, you can catch a great short at some point. So I'm watching Lemonade here. It's not close to it now, and the volume isn't tremendous, but it's going to be on the radar in the future, whether that's today, whether it's in the afternoon, whether it's tomorrow. We will be looking at each of those three levels, 68, 70, and 72, for some breakdown short. I think one of those is likely to take us to the promised land and get us back to that 60, which was a key range on the daily here. But if you watch on the opening day, it was 50 to 60 was the big move. I think 60 might hold, but I like those three short opportunities on Lemonade. Brennan, what do you got?
All right, Keith asking about American Airlines there. Thanks so much for the super chat, Keith. It's COVID related. Obviously, we had the big move up yesterday. So if you look at a daily time frame on American here, AAL, decent move back above 13 here yesterday. Given the size of the move back down, that move up yesterday really wasn't significant in the overall picture of things. We did get above these levels, but we're really not clear of that yet. So just coming back into that recent consolidation on a daily time frame for AAL. A lot of caution, obviously, because of the increased cases throughout the U.S. I just saw a stat that said Florida today reported their largest increase or single-day increase in deaths since the pandemic started. So a lot of that kind of lingering COVID news pressuring some of these travel stocks today. Neil.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we see that playing out in the Carnival, and you see that playing out in American. I know a lot of people are looking at Delta as well. We find that you just want to trade the equity that you're most comfortable with, whether it's the ranges that it makes or the style of trade that you might see in the charts at the level 2. A lot of times there'll be lockstep. Occasionally there will be individual news on a name there. I think it's very important to have sort of like a comfort zone with some of those there. And we thank you guys for the super chats. They're fantastic. Another time here we go. Dr. Williams 911, thank you for that. The Tesla update. Look, they aren't approved yet. To go to the S&P 500, of course, one of the conditions, I think they got to show more profitability, or again, through the 22nd when they do release their numbers. That's, I think, one of the final hurdles for them. So do look for that coming out. Of course, that is a major catalyst for Tesla. So for those looking at swing trades, where you're looking at options, you're going to want to make sure you keep your ear to the ground on any news when it comes to Tesla being added to the S&P 500. But they got possibly one hurdle to cross, which, you know, it's kind of looking like they might do that. Certainly a lot of that's baked into the price already, so do keep that in mind. I'm looking at Tesla through 1520. I know we're a ways away from that, but if it happens, you want to make sure you're prepared for the move in advance so you're not sort of panicking when it gets there.
Yeah, Tesla's, I mean, that's part of the reason why I was a buyer down there of $300, $400, $500 on Tesla was the S&P 500. So obviously it's going to get added to that, and we'll see what kind of bump that is. But like we always say, and Neil just hit it out there by mentioning that it's a sell the news type of situation and buy the rumors, I guess, on Tesla. You can see the nice little move. Hey, what up, Ricky Davis? Thank you so much for that new membership. And then we have Ricky Davis there, and then the super chat from Dr. Williams. So thank you so much, guys, for everything. A lot of love today, so that is fantastic to see. Give us something else, Brendan.
Somebody was asking about Square there. I saw nothing new as far as news on Square today. I think just some money rotation probably happening, but Square, Rosenblatt and Jeffries increasing their price target yesterday. We had a decent move up for Square yesterday on that, but a little bit of profit taking possibly today. Nothing in the way of headlines though, guys.
It's the fintech, right? Square and PayPal both going down in money, rotating guys into banks. So that's what it is most likely.
Yeah, I think, look, a lot of people have been asking about Gene, and I don't have any, you know, Brendan already talked about the offering and the reason why it's halted today. And I don't know if there's anything beyond that. We'll try to get you an update if we can. It has not opened at any point today. Obviously, it was heavily traded yesterday, so there might be some people in position. If you're tuning alongside with us, we will give you any update that we get. If it opens up, we'll jump to it right away. If you follow, you should always make sure that you're following everybody on Twitter. Brendan will also tweet out some news every now and then, but we'll always give it to you live. It hasn't opened. There's been no update, so there's been nothing to say with regards to Gene. We are not ignoring that stock whatsoever. I know it was a big-time mover in the previous session, so there is that. I also want to jump back to FTFT just to give you an update. I am adding more shares in front of our consolidation that we're seeing in front of 280. It's a hard stop at 280. Looks like someone's saying it's going to reopen on Monday. So if that's the case, we'll double check to make sure we have it right. You always want multiple sources on that just to be sure. But I am going to get out at 280 if FTFT goes there. I'm not taking any profit on this one. I'll give you the bigger picture. This is why you're rounding out into a long in front of 280. I think we have a shot to get, not a moonshot, but just you take some out at the quarter, you take some out at the 50. It doesn't have to break VWAP to be a good trade for us, but if it does, I want someone on board for the test of this. And this is the opening range high. This is not, disregard the pre-market levels. Look at this 375, that's the opening range. A lot of times that's a secondary push. I'd want it all out in front of there, just in case there's a pullback. Otherwise, we'll be breaking out, whether it's 1:30, 2 o'clock. Sometimes you get a secondary push. I like to play both the bottom pick and that push. So if one happens and not the other, you've taken profit. If they both happen, fantastic. The risk there sometimes is that you get out for all of the profit and then you take the break and then the break fails and you throw some of that away. But I'm willing to do that. That's the idea here on FTFT. With only 20 minutes left, you sort of round into the positions you like for the afternoon. Find some other ones like we talked about with Tesla there.
Space right now, guys, 2160, 2150 is going to be the break spot there. So we're not going to hold it. I mean, it's already, I can't believe the bump that we've gotten on space. So let's not let this one fall down. We'll get out here just like we did back up. Well, that was a great out. But, we were waiting for a consolidation spot to break. So that may happen right now. So we will get out of some of our space. Virgin Galactic for once again a monster winner. You can see, I don't know if I think it still shows the P&Ls across the bottom, but you'll see all the positions I have on, and they're accurate right now. We do have, there it goes, and there goes space. So it falls down, but whatever. It's a banger space. We didn't get out the very top, but we did get out right there on that little move to the downside right there. Beyond Meat still trying to go. We'll give that some room, but we do have Brendan again.
Another one coming today, guys, on the NASDAQ, an IPO, Relay Therapeutics, RLAY. Just saw somebody asking about that one as well. It's actually a decent-sized IPO. No word on opening. These have been kind of getting later and later and later as these individual names come out. But just reading the filing here, the SEC filing, 20 million shares between $18 and $19. I just saw it's indicating to open 30 to 50% above that. So another one in the medical field. It's about a $1.5 billion IPO, guys.
I just answered it. He's using the Icon terminal there, guys. It's very similar to that of Bloomberg-sponsored Icon and Reuters, neck and neck there. So they're the same thing. So there we go. That's that terminal. And thank you for asking that. And we did do, yesterday on our educational segment, we did do a trader setup. So when that gets posted here to our Market Wisdom, a lot of you guys looking for education, head over to our Market Wisdom page. Valeria, please drop the link for that one, Market Wisdom page, if you guys are looking for some education. I think we did actually do one with the Icon terminal and news and getting that. So
yeah, Brendan did mention it. And honestly, it would be worthwhile maybe doing another one to dive into that topic a little bit deeper, and I think we'll talk about that a little bit more in a second here, but we got a break on Digital Ally through the top. We said we take it. You got to take some, you don't have to take some profit out. If you're doing sort of heavy scalping, that kind of an idea, you will take some out in front of 4 even, which I'm going to here, and then get more if it breaks 4 because it's a round number. There's a lot of liquidity at that price. It could give you a pullback back into this 370 where I can load into more. So we'll take that 380 break to the long side. We'll take some out in front of 4 even for the quick scalp. We'll add more to 4 even break. We'll jump into some on a pullback and play that whole same idea. You get a volume spike here on Digital Ally. With 20 minutes to go, we don't know if we're going to get that IPO. I feel like maybe there's a chance that they keep letting these ones open up after 12 o'clock because they don't want us having fun on the show. Look, you see how much action there is in the market without these high-flying IPOs or the activity you get when there's volume coming in. And they don't want us to enjoy the party, but we will have it if it opens. Right now, we got Digital Ally on the break. Already took some off for a scalp. Looking to reload here at 375 or so and take a 4 even break on DGLY.
Yeah, DGLY already a destruction for me to the upside. Home run, we tee it up right here and then just hammer that outside right there. Out, nice little out on Digital Ally. Bang, bang, bang. That's, I don't know how many pennies that is. You guys can add that up if you want. Beyond Meat, though, does break through 129. We'll hold the last little bit for this breakthrough, 129 even. But Beyond Meat, like I said, I don't have a problem talking about the losers because, yeah, sometimes they come and I can't find it. We do have a Beyond Meat one, but right now we'll say that one went pants down on Beyond Meat. We'll see if we can. I mean, if this trade, that was that loser. So right there, that's $2. So we can still get that money back if it does go back to the upside. So let's give it a break of 129 to know that we're 100% wrong on this one. So that's going to be my last little spot there. Right now, we're back to being long Beyond Meat, guys.
We do have it. It's on my board, that Beyond Meat one, but we need a new one for Beyond Meat. I think we refresh those sometimes. I know one was bad, one was fantastic. But what will be fantastic, sorry, is the look that Valeria's got on right now. Pay attention. She's at the big board.
Hey guys, what's up? So as you know, we are now have our cool merch, and as you see, Sean kindly shared his hoodie with me, and it looks very cool on both of us, on all of us, and quality is perfect. And if you want to be the coolest on the streets, guys, order our merch, and I'll show you how to do this. You go to our homepage, you go to the store, and you click, and here you can see a huge shelf with all our items. We have stickers, we have t-shirts, hoodies, all the different types. Also, guys, face masks will be available very soon, and more stuff is coming. Please write in the comments what would you want us to make more. And of course, if you order our merch, please post it on social media, and we will proudly retweet it. So Brandon, let's go to the Bang mug. So guys, you click on the item, you simply choose quantity, like 4 for example, or 10, and add to cart, proceed to checkout, and that's it, and arrives to you. You're happy and we're happy. I'll see you later. Back to traders.
I love that hoodie. I cannot wait to get, we've ordered some new merchandise for us personally because we love to wear it as well. I do have the t-shirts behind, but I'm looking at that hoodie and absolutely loving it. I know I'm not going to wear it necessarily in the summer because it's a little bit hot here, but certainly it's a versatile, and as Sean said, it's actually breathes pretty well, so that's pretty good, especially if you want to wear it in the heat. I just want to look at that this Digital Ally pullback for a quick second here. You did have that double top at about 375. That's sort of the reason why. I know we'll talk about these trades really fast, and so the reasons behind the levels we're picking can get lost. We try to double back and let you know what we're thinking about here, so that's the reason I'm looking at that 375. I did take some out in front of 4, like I mentioned, about half the position. I will jump back in around that 375 price in the pullback. If it goes past 70, we'll just jump out of it. I don't want to throw it away. You got a couple of successful long breaks. It did make a double bottom where I was actually hoping it would go deeper into 3. It did not, so that's why we didn't get that low. But looking at this 375 right here, right now on Digital Ally.
Yep, Digital Ally, big name there. We've already destroyed that. Dell baking now back down through 59. The market's fading out here, guys. So any of your shorts, any of your longs, probably getting stopped out right now. So watch out if that's the case. The market be falling right now, and we could break this little level here, 59.50. I do not want to short Dell, but thank God we got out right there on that. Excuse me, on that break there to the downside. So we're going to wait to see on that. CCI, Digital Ally, you guys know that. We're already out of that trade as that's pushing to the high side now. CCL just still hovering around. Didn't give us that break. We still are long right here at 12, 4 pennies in the money. And then Box L, still long on that one as well. Waiting for it to come to 412. If we can.
And that's why you reload, guys. We just talked about the reasons for reloading at 375. You catch it. If you're going to scalp, that's what you're going to do. You pick it up here in the 77 range, in front of that 75 mark. You get it out in front of that 4. We're going to take everything we get out in front of 4 even. Why? Because we're taking a 4 even break. And where am I going to get out when 4 even breaks? First stop, I don't know, maybe out in front of 420, something along those lines. But right now, Digital Ally, a couple of good long trades we've had for you here. Look, you stick to what works for you. We can rinse and repeat that action as long as it wants to go. But here comes that 4 even mark, locked and loaded, ready to go to both cover the win we got now and jump in on that break of 4 even. Hopefully it happens in the next couple of seconds.
Guys, you can see all the profits at the bottom there flying through, right? That's P&L per share. So if you have any ideas of what's going on there, you can see plugs a quarter, Neo's going through HTBX, 7 cents, so on and so forth, J&J minus 65 cents, and so on and so forth. So you can see all of the trades there as well. Yeah, Boxtel still waiting for 410 to break there. We're already up. I think it was $2.40 or something net on Boxtel today. So that's a good one, and we'll just wait to see how that one wants to play itself out. But good job. I saw you there, Elizabeth. NBR you mentioned there, and thank you so much for that. I'll put it up here to show everybody. I know you're a big member and a nice follower, Elizabeth Miller. COVID related, but it's been gaining back. I don't know that much. I mean, space, look. Elizabeth, let me know if you're in those options with me. I don't even know what to say about how profitable that is. Forget about all the profits we've made this week. That options play probably trumps all of that. But NBR, I'm not going to lie. Nabaros Industry, take a line from Neil there. I won't lie. Neil made that famous, I guess. Up 0.23% here. I don't know much about this, Elizabeth. I will look into this stock more for you in the next couple days. I don't even know really what they do. But I did see that their daily chart here, yeah, it's just been getting absolutely destroyed. Obviously, it is some kind of a COVID play because, yeah, upside right there all the way to 85. It almost looks like a SPAC. Like it was doing absolutely nothing and then got some interest to the upside here, but I know that's probably not what it is. But, yeah, I like this name, but we'd have to get through all of this on the daily chart and break through my 50-period moving average. So I'll do a little bit of work on this for you. But, yeah, I mean, if there is upside in this name, hells yeah, I just feel nervous without knowing what this was, because even if I'm buying a 39-cent stock, did it really go to $85 there? So yeah, I need to find out more about NBR, guys.
Yeah, I'm just going to go back to Digital Ally. We only got about 12 minutes left in the show. The market is not going to be dead. We are watching for some of these high flyers to give you guys ideas for the afternoon that you can maybe take into effect or take into consideration at a bare minimum. So we're still in that 375 to 4 range where I've already concluded my trades. It was a 380 break. It was a 375 pullback. It was out in front of 4. We'll take more if we ever catch a move above 4 even. I'm not going to reload one more time. That's good enough for me. The next stop would be if it breaks, see if we can hold that 330 to 350 consolidation. That would be a nice afternoon long idea. In the event that we don't get the 4 break, which I want to be able to show you guys live on the show here, NBR, I believe it's a driller. So I don't know much about it either there, Sean. Good look analyzing it. Look, if we don't know about something, we're going to let you know. And that's what it's all about, that honesty. There's the break in NBR, and then letting you know when we find an answer, and we'll come back to it. So we get the break in NBR. It snaps back. I'm looking to see if it fails. Sorry, Digital Ally, my bad.
Now you're trading NBR?
You know what? I'm going to have NBR. I'll be dreaming about NBR later on today. That's what's going to happen to me. I'm looking for the pullback into 380. Dreaming. If it holds this, we'll jump into the second half of my shares. At this time of day, I never want to take the break for the full amount in case it shakes you out. So look for about 380. And I'm watching that level 2. I just saw someone pop in here. There it is. 25,000 shares. Someone showed up at 92 trying to hold it there. So if that goes, I'm looking to see if that's going to be the shakeout that'll get us more long.
And Boxtel is going, gone. And your boys got Boxtel. You all know that. We're back up here to 412. Let's just dump that one for once again another win. I mean, this is the same position that we have on right now. Let's dump this at 414. What up, Beep?
Not seeing much in the way of news on that NBR, guys. There was a couple of upgrades yesterday on it. Yeah, an oil drilling company that has been going crazy over the past month or so. I wanted to mention this one as well, Uber. Uber picking up a transit, what was it here? The software company that monitors 500 transit systems worldwide. So they acquired Routamatch in a deal today, but Uber not really doing anything, guys.
Yeah, yesterday was the same thing. Uber, they had that lawsuit in Uber, and it was moving up on that news. So it's been a weird one to watch. I did get the reload in Digital Ally, so we picked some shit. Did I not get it? No, I did not get it. I had an order in there. I did not get the reload. I thought I did. So let's see if we can't pick some shares up in the 82, 83 range. And again, it's just you catch that little pullback trade. This is the level of support we had before. That way you leave yourself the room for an average price you're more comfortable with in the event that it breaks 75. I like this at this time of day. If it breaks 75, I'm out. I'm looking for a re-entry down around 320, 330 if it holds that level. Otherwise, we'll start taking some shares out when it retakes that 4. And then 425 would be the next area to the upside. I know you like 420, but we like these quarters a little bit more. That's the structure of Digital Ally for me. I still have FTFT. It's holding the bottom. It's not going to be a sexy trade. You're basically rounding out that bottom in front of 280. Long here at 290. At 305. You're risking 25 cents. First stop quarter, next stop 50s. All out in front of 375. But here comes Digital Ally back. Once it breaks 4, I'll take some out.
CCL going upside as well right now, so we'll look into that one for you guys and see if we can't get some more winners abound here, and I think we'll be able to do that for you guys soon. But it's coming up fast right now.
Gino.
What up?
It's coming up fast. Gino Fast with the $50. Thank you for that super chat there. DraftKings, he says, about to make a big move. New casino app. I think, Brendan, you had that news, right? I do believe we were talking about that a little bit earlier, the casino news. But DraftKings, definitely on the move. Thank you for that, Gino Fast. Brendan, what do you got for us?
Just looking at this DFFN, guys. Diffusion Pharmaceuticals just popping up on a volume scanner here. Big pop. Might just be a technical break through this 110 area, but decent volume coming in to DFFN. They had some COVID-related news yesterday with a trial that is set to begin. Didn't really do much all morning long, and then right now we're getting a little pop on DFFN, guys.
DFFN, okay. Yeah, thank you so much for that. I mean, I love DraftKings. I know, Neil, you did have that trade. I think, I don't know what happened.
I took a long break, but my stop was way too tight. I was only really risking 20 to 25 cents on DraftKings at the top end, because if you already missed the first move, I don't like risking a ton on the second or third push, which it realistically was a third push to the upside. Digital Allies, I just got more shares in there at that 75. It hasn't broken, but if it does, I'm going to be all out of that one. I do want to go back to one more name for you. I just want to go back to HTBX, if only because it looks like it's trying to make a push further to the upside. I got jiggled out of this long. We took a win, then we took a hit, but it's making another push to the upside. So we gave you that $2 break. Now it's starting to come back in, but it's been a nice trend to the upside. And what I like about it is the volume has really continued. It's 88 million, but it has not shown any signs of slowing down. I think that's why we'll like a $2 move back to the downside, guys. So add that one to your list. HTBX, not to the downside, but holding $2 for a reload on a pullback. So watch out for HTBX doing good volume and holding volume through lunchtime. If it's not doing that as a small cap, I don't really want to be playing it in the afternoon unless there's a massive spike. HTBX is filling that gap.
Yeah, we also put on our scalping hat sometimes too. And right now, Luck and Coffee is just at a level here where it's long 97s, but there's just some size here. So we'll wait to see if that one can come through or not. We just got out there for 97 flats. It's not moving. This is very, very deceiving. This guy is an iceberg order. It just keeps on iceberging. So we'll wait to see on that one. Probably can't get out of this. So we'll hope, hopefully we can. Yeah. I hear you. Brendan, what up?
Golfing weather forecast update, guys. This is now 4 p.m. in Toronto, and yeah, you can see all clear, so no clouds. The rain has passed along. There's this little thing here, but I'm not terribly concerned about that. So yeah, 4 p.m. in Toronto, weather update for you looks golfing approved, guys.
Good. Well, that's a win no matter what. So we'll bang that out. Hopefully today we'll be banging some shots on the fairway. I do feel like a little disadvantaged here because of the ability to go to a driving range. Brendan, we'll have to hit some holes. Maybe I can hit some balls before. Maybe there's a driving range at this place. We can go a little bit early, have a few pops, and then hit some balls at the range. But yeah, very, very excited there. Not going to change anything for us trading-wise, though, as it's been a great show. Only 5 minutes left. Thank you for that update on the weather. We are doing very, very good with the water here. Now near 3 p.m. So we're well on our way with that one. We're waiting for Trader TV Live stickers, right, Valeria? Hopefully those come through, and we'll put that on the water bottle. And then maybe we'll sell a water bottle, because I know Hydration Nation is something that's taken off a little bit. Thanks to all the love and the support for everybody. I see my Twitter's blowing up at Trader TV Sean. Send me some messages. I'll do my best to get to them after the show, not during the show.
Yeah, I know. That's one of the things. It is difficult to trade and get to those messages. I see them as well, and we do try to answer them in the afternoon to the best of our abilities. We get them lined up. We try to knock them out, of course. Look, we're here for you guys. We like to answer your questions when we can. If you're a member and we see them on the chat, of course, we're going to throw them out there for you. I see you, STFU. I've seen you a couple of times on there. Thank you for that super chat. FLIR, I actually don't have that on my list, so we'll add it there. Maybe not enough time to review it for you, but we'll certainly make sure we update that, and we want to give that love to anybody that gives a super chat and becomes a member. So thank you, Chris Shrum. Apologies if I mispronounced that name. I see it up there. Proud new member. Once again, thank you so much. And if you do want to become a member like you're seeing there, get those emojis, get those special features, show up in green so we can notice you on the chat. There's the instruction right there. Hit that join button. Brendan, what do you got? Yeah, that FLIR, it's a government contract for a nerve agent, apparently. So $21.8 million government contract to FLIR for a nerve agent, guys.
We should do a weather update every day. I like that idea, Valeria. Good call there. We'll do that every day. And then, like I said, if it doesn't work out, we can move over to a weather channel. And then you guys may not want to watch that, but hey, we'll do that. Good look there, V, on that one. So yeah, look, we're getting ready to wrap this thing up. Brendan has one more thing, I guess, to say. Or more.
A bunch of stuff. Yeah, we have. It's about that time, guys. We have the brand new educational video coming out. Lucas has got his hands in the air. How professional traders, use index futures for an indicator. So learn how we kind of watch the futures, see what the overall market is doing, directionally speaking, and then kind of base our trades off of that. So that link is out there for you. Valeria's got that. We also have earnings, lots of earnings, guys, coming up tonight and before the market opens tomorrow. Front and center. I need not say Netflix, guys.
You need not say it.
What's Netflix?
Netflix, good one. BlackRock, also a good one. Ericsson, First National Bank. I mean, we'll see. State Street, obviously a big bank as well. We got to watch out for all of those names coming through. Luckin Coffee still just bouncing around here. We'll look at
Oh my goodness, you just dropped it on. I absolutely love those. Yes. We don't know what day it's going to be, but we got to get to the National Day. Just throw it up there right now, because if you've never had corn fritters, I get it. Look, they're absolutely fantastic. Those look delicious. I promise you we're not going to have them with our catered lunch today, but maybe that's going to be a good suggestion. 100% delicious and kind of healthy, too. You get the vegetables in there, certainly. So look, anyways, I happen to like that. Got a little bit excited when that got thrown in there. I feel like we don't make these ones up. That seems pretty legitimate to me, because you'd never think of National Corn Fritter Day. And if you do, that's pretty creative of you, Valeria.
From me, National Day announcement. Well, happy Corn Fritters Day, everyone. Guys, thank you very much for joining us today, for all the support. Shout out to Gino for $50 super chat. That's super cool. I wish you a very profitable day. And thank you everyone who joined our membership. Welcome to the family. Guys, subscribe to this channel and join us every day at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out our next educational video about futures. Write in the comments suggested topics for next educational videos. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you later. Back to traders.
Francisco, I can neither confirm nor deny how good for you 420 is. I'll leave that to you guys to decide on your own. It's been a fantastic morning. We've had a lot of fun. I can't get enough of those hoodies there. I saw in the chat there, somebody said that the logo was too small. I guess that's a joke. It's kind of big there, but I do love that look. Like I said, it's been great. We didn't get that IPO to you. If it does open up, we can always tweet out. Like Sean mentioned, follow everybody on Twitter. All three of us. You get some breaking news from Brendan. You get some stock plays that we are making every single day. And I want to give one last quick shout out to our production crew, who today absolutely knocking it out of the park. They got the shot there. You got to see the floor. They're all over the place in real time. Just the two of them making all of this look very fantastic and very, very professional. So big shout out, of course, to Rob and Lucas for helping along with that. And with that in mind, I'm going to go down the line here. Valeria, sorry to take Corn Fritter Day away from you. I just got excited because I'm very, very hungry right now. There's that heart. Changtina, my good friend. Hydration Nation is staying. Look, dedication for a trader and consistency is an important thing. So you do it in all phases of life. And also with the hydration I see over there, doing a fantastic job as always.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hydration. Oh, I thought you were wrapping it up. Yeah. No, I mean, Hydration Nation's alive and well, guys. Yeah, great show today. The profits speak for themselves. I mean, look at this out on box L right there. We told you we'd get out right above that spot, and that's exactly where we do. And that's just another home run for me. So we take out the big stick today, and it's been a fantastic, fantastic day. We started it off right. It's our largest day so far this week, and tomorrow will be even bigger.
And our good friend Brendan Wickens, always being professional over there and doing his best with the breaking news real time. We ask him lots of questions real time in the show, and he gets it to us there. I am Neil Roberts. As you see, smash that like and subscribe. But good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Trader TV Live. We'll see you tomorrow, guys.
See ya.